You know what? We should do that, man. We should make that a tradition of the Hot Tag Podcast.
Shit
Every
in the bag?
wrestler that we get on the show, we should ask them why they're fascinated by shit.
Where was I? I got lost.
Oh, you're talking about drugs.
Oh, Ric Flair. A ladder match, not to grab a title, not to grab a contract, but to grab a duck.
Yeah, there you go. See, that's good.
Why is that good though? Why?
duck.
Why? I need to know why.
Why on a pole? That is smart. There you go.
Fucking prick. He has one fucking move. What's up with that?
Can't be traced back to that goddamn company.
Was this the first time that Ric Flair was on TV?
If I remember correctly, it was October of '98. I don't remember.
Oh, don't even say that, man. How the fuck do you know that?
Yeah, September 14th, 1998. Yeah.
I would have took me off.
I don't know what you've been doing for the last 40 years of your life, dude. What do you mean? Fuck have you been doing?
Drinking?
All right, that explains your love for beer and shotguns.
Yeah, suck it. Fuck you. This bullshit. Fuck you. Fuck you.
WCW for you, man. Botching, shooting, not literally like Chirac Chicago shooting, you know, like wrestling shooting.
You want to high spot some pussy and then hashtag Beat Up Johnson?
Sit the fuck down. You understand me? Sit the fuck down.
Tommy loves my Nicole Bass.
Don't you, Tommy?
Suck my left dick. Suck my left nut, you bitches. Suck it.
Why are you out of breath, man? What are you eating off before you call in? What the fuck are you doing?
No, because I was running to get this damn coffee. Don't worry.
John Cena tries to do a Hurricane Rana and almost kills himself.
The champ is here!
I just threw up in my mouth a little bit.
Sit the fuck down. You understand me? Sit the fuck down. WWE. Fuck you, mother. Fuck you. Can't be traced back to that goddamn company. This really pissed me off because it is bullshit. Vince Russo, of all people, Vince Russo is full of shit. Suck my left dick. Suck my left nut, you bitches. Suck it. Yeah, suck it.
THT Podcast, live Wednesdays, 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on Mixlr.com/THT Podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, YouTube, and TuneIn Radio.
All right, people, we're here. It is Sunday. What is going on? It is the Hot Tag Podcast, and it is Sunday, high noon. What do you think about that? Literally, high noon. Well, all right, it's 12:07. But anyway,
now it is.
Shaheen has lit the lighter. The show has started. It is going on.
My dogs were over here raping my food, so
Shaheen's dogs
you
are.
folks have, you have to pardon the dog noises in the back for a second.
Yes,
until they finish eating all my goddamn food.
Yes, I can vouch.
Do you have the same issue with your dogs? Do they just just take over shit?
I've only got one, but yes, he does.
I mean, you can see right now. This dude is just like straight, just fucking savage right now. Look at him.
Oh yeah. My dog will lick my face while I'm eating and be like, "Oh, I love you." Okay, here's a piece. Go away. And then they sit there and more. Yeah.
Completely invasion of privacy right there.
Same problem, dude. Dogs are dogs, bro. You just gotta do what you gotta do, man.
Dude's tongue is on my steak sandwich right now, basically. What the fuck, man? What are you doing?
That's why you don't get steak sandwiches, dude.
It's Philly, man. You gotta get steak, bro.
It's breakfast. Oh,
you're not a true Philadelphian unless you have steak for breakfast, dude.
Oh, all right. I didn't know. I didn't know.
It's facts.
Fact.
By the way, if you're from Philly and you don't get Cheese Whiz on your cheesesteak, you should probably leave the state. I'm just saying.
That is good shit. We have a place here, I told you before, that does that. The guys are just assholes. Nobody really wants to go in there, but somehow they're still in business.
Oh, they're from Philly. It's natural.
They're the biggest two dicks I've ever fucking spoke to. But every now and then I go in there when I'm really jonesing for a good steak and cheese. The old downtown Philly place. But yeah.
Is that a national stereotype for people from Philly that they're just dicks?
I didn't walk in thinking they were going to be dicks. But
that's kind of like the case, though, right? Like, I think a lot of people think we're just dicks. Like New York, Philly, Jersey. I think that whole area is considered to be full of douchebags and dicks, right?
Truthfully, from being here, I would say New York and Boston people expect dicks to come from. Not so much New Jersey for some reason. I don't know why, but it's more Boston. And I mean, dude, I grew up in Boston. They are pretty much a bunch of savage dicks there. I'm not lying. I have family there, and they're mostly a bunch of juiced up savage dicks. That's most of my family in Boston. They're all fucking gassed up, fucking, you know. That's how they are.
Usually, any dick that's juiced up is not a good idea.
No.
Folks, if you're trying to be a wrestler, never stick a needle in your dick. It does not work.
Or your ass. One of the two.
Yeah, well, whatever. That's your choice.
Or wherever.
Save your peace pipe if you're trying to have kids. Don't stick a needle in it.
Yeah, or wherever the hell Paige is putting it right now. Did you see that picture of her that was posted?
Holy shit.
I would like to talk about the picture posted of her and Alberto Del Rio yesterday, standing in Puerto Rico. Paige looks sick, bro.
Dude, what did I tell you? What did I tell you last week?
Dude, sweaty. She looks thin. She looks like a meth head, dude.
All right. Well, I wish you could play the conspiracy theory theme, but
you wouldn't hear it, but I could play it.
Let's put the pieces to the puzzle together, right?
Okay.
All right. So Del Rio's got stabbed, right?
Mm-hmm.
No police records.
Allegedly.
Well, I believe Meltzer. I'm pretty sure he reached out to the enforcement office and they didn't give him anything. They don't have any statement saying that this guy called the cops and this happened and there was an altercation. He's changed the story like 17 times so far.
Yeah.
It went from a driving situation to now being a homeless person trying to attack them for money, to then switching it to some guy was trying to hit on Paige and was being disrespectful, so they got into an altercation. Now Paige is looking like a junkie. This guy's stabbed up. Something's not adding up, dude.
No.
I'm sorry. I'm not a fucking idiot. Come on.
Something's definitely up. Paige is on something. Recently, what was it? Last Tuesday, Wednesday, she was... Excuse me, I'm still a little under the weather. Sorry, everybody. You might hear some sniffles.
Oh, shit. I thought you were doing the cocaine sound. Okay.
No, you might hear some sniffles from me, but I promise you it is nothing but a cold. I am not snorting cocaine. Paige recently suspended again, 60 days. Paige is obviously claiming that this is illegal. Something is going on. Don't get a prescription, blah, blah, blah. But WWE wouldn't suspend you for something illegal. They really wouldn't. WWE has hit back saying it is an illegal substance.
Right.
So I'm hearing certain rumors saying it's morphine, possibly. That's some hardcore shit there, dude.
I can see that. I mean, supposedly there was a picture leaked yesterday of her being at a show and taking some pictures, and she's back to looking normal. I don't know if I believe that.
The picture I saw last night was her standing beside Alberto. He looks like he's in the best shape of his life, and she looks like she's clinging to life.
Do you think he's being abusive?
I don't think so. I think she just said, fuck, I'm young. It's time. She wants to party. I think the chick just wants to party, dude.
I'm young. Let me turn into a junkie. That's good.
I mean, look, it's not
Smart
Listen, no one should be a junkie, but she's starting to look like it, dude. I mean, I wish I could probably pull up that picture of.
Let me ask you this, Boxman.
Okay.
Before you pull up the picture, do you think she was influenced by Dynamite Kid as far as sticking needles in herself?
I don't know. I'll be honest, dude. I don't even like the thought of needles. I'm so scared of getting shots. No lie. I really am.
That doesn't mean Paige isn't scared of
Oh,
needles.
I know. I don't know. Again, it's totally... Anything we say that she's on right now is complete speculation. We obviously don't know.
It's just opinions. Yeah, we don't know. I haven't seen this girl shooting up heroin in a fucking alley in the middle of North Philly. That's not what I'm saying.
Obviously.
Tapping a wrist. Getting it ready. Whoa, that sounds like somebody's pounding, huh?
Damn. Sheen's fapping over there.
Well, I don't know what the hell kind of fapping you do, dude. Usually when you hear this is the sound of smacking ass cheeks. I don't know what you're talking about.
You were looking at that picture of Taya on our page.
Ugh.
No, that's a good. That's a nice little bent over picture of her on our page there.
Really? She usually looks gross. The Lucha Underground girl, right? She usually looks gross.
She does not have a great face, but that girl is a 10 body on her. She has an excellent body. She definitely has a good body on her, but
dude, I don't know about other people because like I saw somebody who put up a picture. There was a girl in a bikini. I forgot who it was. On our Facebook page, which you can check out, facebook.com/group/THT podcast. And everybody was going crazy over, oh, look at her ass. And I'm like, where are the cheeks at? I don't even, where are they at?
This was Kelly, and I was asking where the ass was. Yes,
yeah,
I was also.
Kelly, come on, people. She has zero ass.
Look, you can stand on tippy toes all you want. It doesn't. It may shape the butt, but it's not going to give you the cheeks you didn't have.
They poke it out.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they arch the back. They stand up on the old tippy toes, and it works. It does work sometimes.
Yeah, but it's misleading.
It is. It's definitely.
It's like a dude putting a fucking a huge cucumber in his pants, and then you pull it down, and it's like what happened?
Yeah, it's false advertising. All right, let me get this picture here. Here's one picture, and this is just Paige's face, but I mean, you can look at her a little bit here. Copy image address. I'll post this.
Boxman, do you remember the booty pop?
The who?
Booty pop.
Nope.
It used to be an ad on TV all the time. The fake booty. They would wear like underwear, and it would make their ass look big, and then you pull it down, and it's fucking like styrofoam.
That's like that goddamn bra. That's false advertising, you bitches.
Yeah, stop doing that, people. What the fuck, man?
Stop it.
I'm not the most shallow person, but Jesus Christ, man. Don't mislead people.
Yeah, don't false advertise. You got these giant old booties and titties, and then, you take it off and the motherfuckers hit the ground.
Which is fine if you don't. I don't care if you don't. I'm just saying.
Be proud of that shit.
Yeah, be proud of yourself.
Yeah.
If you got little bee bites, if you got little bee stings, it's fine. Take care of those bee stings.
I don't mind I don't mind itty bitty titties.
I'm sure you got something else that makes up for it,
I used to love going to the strip bars and seeing those little petite chicks with the little tits. They could usually, they were usually little spark plug type little things. I never minded.
Yeah.
Little hard body.
Let me see this picture real quick. Let's see what this girl's looking like.
Yeah, I mean,
she looks fine.
She does look okay in that one. I'm looking for the other one though. There was another one.
She looks fine in this. She looks normal in this.
There was another one where they were standing beside each other.
Well, the one where she looked ill. That's.
Yeah, and I'm looking for that one, and it's obviously not up here. Although these are just from 15 hours ago, 16 hours ago. But yeah. I saw this one last night, and I was way too. I had a couple doses of NyQuil, and I just couldn't share it to the page. I was too tired.
Dude, I remember back in the day. Well, this was like when I was a teenager. I was put on probation, so I couldn't like really do anything anymore. Mm-hmm. So I started drinking Robitussin. Oh, dude, that shit fucks you up, man. Never do it, folks. Kids, if you're listening, never take more than a teaspoon of that shit.
That shit will make you see stuff.
Yeah, dude, I was like basically on acid. I was like fucked up for hours and hours.
It'll get you close to tripping. There's enough of the what is it? The SD alcohol.
DXM. It's DXM in there. Oh. Dexa something in there. That's the active ingredient.
There's DMX in there.
No, DXM. Doesn't turn you to DMX, but.
Oh, I think Anthony might have posted the picture I was looking for of them standing. Nope, maybe not. I'm not sure what Anthony just posted a murderous scene from a death match. Jesus Christ. All right.
Whoa, yeah. What is that?
I don't know. It looks pretty fucking brutal, though. That was, you'd probably know.
Drake Younger?
You'd know more than me.
It's Drake Younger.
So, you never, now, Shaheen, you said you didn't watch wrestling. You never even watched Raw?
No. Dude, I haven't watched wrestling in like 2 weeks.
Your boy was on.
Who?
Your guy. From CZW.
Oh, Gulak?
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
I figured you would have at least watched that match, dude.
No, man. I've been missing out, dude. I'm just like, I don't know. I go through these phases where it's not even because wrestling's bad right now. I don't know, man. I just can't find it in myself to tune in. Ever since the brand split, like one show was fine. Now that it's split in half, like it's like,
But the shows
I
are
don't
actually like Raw and SmackDown were. I can't even say one beat the other this week. I'd like to say they both weren't the greatest shows in the world this week. Not bad. Listen, to what we were getting 3 months ago, these shows are light years ahead of what we were getting. I will say that. It's not as bad. But definitely both of them took a little bit of a step back, in my opinion, this week. I did watch both SmackDown and Raw.
God bless you.
And I watched No Mercy on Sunday.
Jesus.
What I could. I did miss a couple of matches. I was in between. I was on my way back from somewhere, so it was kind of tough for me to watch. But I did watch it. Good pay-per-view. Some really good matches. That Ziggler-Miz match was great.
Oh, yeah, that sounds like a hell of a time right there.
It really was, and the Ambrose-Cena Styles match was another great match, and even the Wyatt-Orton match was a damn good match, dude.
Yeah, dude, the only match I would have watched out of that whole card is just the main event, the AJ Styles, Cena, and Ambrose. The rest go to hell.
Yeah, it's well, we got No Mercy coming up soon, which is that next week?
What, you mean Hell in a Cell?
Yeah, Hell in a Cell. I'm sorry, is that next week?
And we got 3 Hell in a Cell matches from what I hear, right?
I heard. Is there 3?
I don't know. Isn't Owens and Rollins doing a Hell in a Cell?
I've heard 2 so far. I know the women, which is I really think is going to be a match to watch. I think those 2 are going to put.
Really?
I really think those 2 chicks are going to put everything they've got into that match. They're going to leave as they would say, they're going to leave it all in the ring, bro.
But what are they going to do with the cell though? I'm curious to how they're going to utilize the cell. That's.
They're going to have to use the cell as much as they can. I hate to say this, but one of these chicks is going to have to do some bleeding.
No, dude, come on.
It's going to have
not
to.
bleeding.
They
are not bleeding.
I'm going to say one of them busted open the hard way. And I'm going to say it would, if anyone, I would think it would be
Charlotte.
Yeah.
It has to be.
I think Charlotte would.
It's in her, it's in her family tree just to bleed for no reason.
Yeah, I mean, I'm surprised when she just, woos, she doesn't blade in the middle of it,
Yeah. But I really don't see Sasha Banks' pretty face getting cut up. I don't see that.
All right, Hell in a Cell is 2 weeks away.
Thank God.
Yeah, and you know what? Anthony just posted something in the chat that I did read. Charlotte asked to do a moonsault off the top of the cell. Vince immediately said,
Of course not, man.
I don't think so, pal.
I mean, doing like a splash from the top of the cell is already risky. A fucking moonsault.
Yeah, who do you think you are,
Hey,
Kurt
Terry
Angle?
Funk?
Hey, Kurt Angle?
I would even go Terry Funk.
Terry
man.
Funk? Kurt, all right. Funk Angle?
like
Yeah, same shit,
Oh, but believe me, they're not the same. Funk is much better than Kurt Angle.
Yeah. Different. You'd have a good argument there to go back and forth on that
Terry
one.
Funk and Kurt Angle?
No. I'm just saying one of them has that completely, amateur background, and Terry Funk has just been everywhere, done everything.
Terry Funk is the overall package when it comes to wrestling.
Right. Yeah.
No one better.
And
wrestling wise, he adapts to the times. Great promo guy. Fucking does every style you can imagine. He can do chain wrestling. He can do hardcore wrestling. He can do technical, whatever you want. He'll do it.
And Terry Funk has never had a claim that his Twitter was hacked.
That is true.
That is also a plus on his side.
Oh, that's true.
Yes. Never had a
I
say.
don't ever think he ever really had any demons either, did he? I mean, I'm sure he probably did things here and there, but I don't ever recall him having trouble sustaining a healthy life.
No, he's probably been able to keep up with the demons. I'm sure he's taken a few pills and bumps in his life, but
Yeah.
I don't ever remember hearing, "Oh my God, we're worried about Terry," unless it's a health issue, an actual health issue, not like,
Right.
not like a X-Pac issue or something.
Yeah. Well, what do you mean, tearing up his ass?
Trying to commit suicide in Mexico, things like that.
Tearing up his asshole?
Those two.
Right. Just thought I'd mention that because that did indeed happen.
Yes, twice it's happened to him, actually.
It's happened twice?
That's the scary thing. This is not the first time he's done this.
Better get you a butt plug, man. What the hell's going on with you?
Dude, I'm sorry, but after the first time, I would come up with a new move. I'm sorry, but after the first time, my finishing move would be a leg drop.
I'm sorry. I wouldn't even have that as my finishing move. I'm not jumping onto somebody's face with my crotch, especially when it's a dude.
Well,
a dude's jawline should never touch your crotch. Unless you're, like, gay, then that's fine. But, like, you know, I'm not. So, like, I'm not jumping on a dude's face with my balls tapping his chin as my finisher. I just don't find that amusing. I never liked it. I didn't like it as a kid either. Just thought it was stupid.
Hope Glad never gets a hold of this show. Jesus Christ.
Why? I just said it's fine if you're gay. I'm not against gay people. I love gay people. Do what you want. I don't care.
Oh, now you love them.
I do love gay people. I don't have a problem with them.
Actually, they are some of the funnest people to hang out with. They do know the best gay jokes to tell.
Yeah, I mean, as long as you know your boundaries, like, I'm fine, dude.
Oh, dude,
I actually have two gay friends that are openly gay that I, like, you know, I've never felt uncomfortable around them or anything because they know I'm not gay and they just like they don't like talk about like sucking dick with me, like, you know, it's just like normal dudes.
Oh, I mean, you know, I know.
They just happen to sit on a dick at the end of the night, and I don't.
Yeah. And they happen to honestly be some of the most fun people because they're so carefree. Look, my uncle is flaming. Like, you could see my uncle from across the street and be like, gay! Okay. I mean, he walks...
Have you introduced him to Joe Numbers?
No.
I know Joey Numbers is looking for a gay uncle. If you wanna pass that down, I'm sure he'd appreciate it.
That's my gay uncle, damn it. I don't he is... Uncle Michael, he's amazing, dude. He's been a hairdresser since I can remember being alive. Yeah. And he's always lived in South Beach, but he walks like a gay man. He talks like a gay man. He sachets like a gay man. I mean, there's no question.
And if you're a smart straight man, you would keep a couple gay dudes around you because they certainly help with females.
They really are, dude.
Quick pointer.
They really do.
Even if they don't help you out as far as putting you on somebody, just the fact that you're accepting of that kind of turns chicks on because they're like, oh, okay, he's open-minded. He's, you know, he's not a scumbag.
Yeah. Yeah. Immediately you get the not a scumbag. There you go. Yeah. I like that.
The people that are uncomfortable with gays, I honestly think like they're pretty gay themselves. You know? So who gives a shit, dude? It's not my life. Do what you want. I don't care.
I don't give a shit.
You know?
I don't care. Like I said, my uncle was with another guy from, I mean, that's how I remember my uncle. You know, my other uncle is the complete opposite. He basically picks up strippers off the street, gives them boob jobs, and marries them. That's what he does. But, you know, both of my uncles are the complete opposite of each other, which is good. Which is good.
Fun.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. They both live in Miami. One of them just, you know, like you said, sits on a dick every now and then.
Have you heard about Sheamus saying that his last world title run was cut too short? Is this guy out of his fucking mind?
You mean the one where he was getting booed out of the building?
Yeah, the one where people just stopped watching because this guy was a champ. Like, come on, dude. Obviously it was cut short. What did you expect? You expected to be the face of the company for WrestleMania? Like, come on, man.
Sheamus is losing his fucking mind, dude. Sheamus is really trying anything he can to keep himself in the spotlight. I believe the old being friends with Triple H shine is starting to wear off Sheamus.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, that's really where the start of Sheamus was rumored to come from. He was Triple H, one of Triple H's workout guys, and big, you know, good friends with Trips. And that's what got him his, you know, pushes in the beginning. But how far is that going to get you when no one fucking likes you? And you know what? Sheamus is really, honestly, I didn't mind Sheamus coming down as the smiling babyface. I hate to say, but I really think that's where he belongs. I don't like him as a heel. I don't think he belongs. I think he looks like the smiling babyface. In my opinion, that's what he looks like.
Yeah, he's the shits, man.
Yeah.
Matt Sydal arrested in Japan for marijuana vape pen. Did you hear about this?
Matt Sydal. That would be Evan Bourne, right?
Right.
Formerly Evan Bourne. Right. Okay.
Right.
Really? A vape? Okay. Go ahead.
Well, marijuana vape pen, not just like a nicotine vape pen.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess you won't see that guy in WWE anytime soon.
Well, he was original. If you remember, his original suspension was for synthetic.
Right.
Which, I mean, why bother? Just get the real shit.
That shit is actually a lot more dangerous, man. That stuff is no joke.
And I won't lie, I tried it once. I went and bought it. It was $15 at my local store here. I tried it.
Yeah, they used to sell it at the gas stations here. Even after they banned it, they would try to pass it off as incense.
Incense, the K2 incense.
Right.
Yep.
K2, that shit is terrible, dude. Jesus.
Tastes horrible. Reminds me of salvia. You ever had salvia?
I have, and I hated it.
Literally, salvia is going to hit you a lot of different ways. To me, it makes me... I literally, when I do salvia, I feel like I'm going to explode in my own skin. I
straight up just hallucinated.
I do. Yeah, that shit's fun. And you know what the scary thing is? Salvia is legal.
It is, yeah. And the weird thing is, it only lasts for about 5 minutes, but it seems like a lifetime. Like, you'll wake up and you feel like you've been gone for 3 days, and it's been like 3 minutes.
Yeah, I literally feel like my skin is boiling when I do salvia. Someone told me about it. I went on the internet. I ordered a quarter of it.
Yeah. Well, I had the extract. I didn't even get the actual shit. I had like the 200 extract, 200 X extract.
Oh, I bet that's worse.
Yeah. Oh my God, it was way worse, dude. Because I've done it just the regular stuff, and it was just like it was fine. I did the extract, dude.
Yeah, we got a place.
I was seeing dolphins. I felt like I was in Fantasia, man. I swear to God, I was straight up in Fantasia. I actually did it in Penn State in my buddy's dorm 10 years ago.
We got a place here that sells a medical marijuana alternative. You see my air quotes going here?
Right.
I was curious. You know, I found out how much it was. It's $20 a gram, usual price. All right, I'm going to go see what it is. So I figured it was the synthetic stuff. Nope, it's salvia. I put that shit in my vape, my little wood box, Magic Flight launch box. I put that shit in there. I grinded it up, bro. I should not have done that when I was driving. I woke up 3 lanes over with someone beeping at me.
Jesus Christ, man.
I immediately put that shit down and said, no more till I get home. And yeah,
no more till I get home.
No more till I get, dude.
No more. Look, no more forever.
It's
man.
not that I mind the feeling. I would just rather be at my house in a contained area when I'm going to do it.
Yeah, that shit's garbage, man.
Yeah, it's. Listen, I'll be honest. I don't recommend salvia. I don't. Even though it's legal, I don't recommend it to anybody. I know people. Honestly, if you make a tea with salvia, it's not as psychoactive. It's more relaxing. Yeah. So if you're going to get salvia, make a nice tea out of it. You will relax, but do not smoke that shit.
Or just don't do it.
Yeah.
I'm kind of past like the stage of my life where I'm like experimenting with different things.
Oh, dude, the only thing I experiment is, a new coffee. I'll try that.
Yeah, same. I'm kind of like over that time in my life, but just reflecting on the past. Another quick thing. Roderick Strong has made his NXT debut, which I'm very happy about. I'm not the biggest Roderick Strong fan, but he is indeed a great wrestler. Emphasize on the word wrestler. He's not a great promo guy. Fantastic in the ring.
You know what?
But really lacks that it factor and enthusiasm.
I'm going to give him a little bit of WWE time. They've been able to do some stuff with people that are horrible at promos, so let's see. I'm going to give him a little bit of time before I mean, we've shit on him before, but let's give him a little bit of a chance in WWE to better himself promo-wise.
I mean, look at AJ Styles. You know?
Yeah, I mean, and we've said before, AJ did get his better promo style over in New Japan. But
I don't think I've ever said that. When did we say that?
Well, that's really, I mean,
in WWE.
No.
New Japan. He wasn't even cutting promos in New Japan, dude. They speak Japanese.
But that's kind of where else was he? I mean, he wasn't cutting good promos in TNA.
Well, he wasn't cutting good promos in New Japan either. It was just when he came to WWE. He was the shits, dude. He was, I don't know.
Well, damn.
Yeah, he was
Well,
just
see,
terrible.
because he never even went to NXT, so it's weird that he would get, better. Maybe he was always good and just never gave a fuck. There's a possibility for AJ. When you get the DGF, the don't give a fucks, the don't give a fucks are horrible, dude. That's worse than the flu when you get the DGFs. So we'll go ahead and give Roderick Strong a little bit of chance before we trash the poor guy. But I really thought AJ was over there with. I mean, I've heard them do English promos over there in New Japan.
Yeah, but they suck though.
I don't know when
Carl
he was over
Anderson
there.
was the no. Carl Anderson was the promo guy.
I thought it was him and Kenny Omega. Maybe I was wrong.
Omega, I mean, he cut some promos, but Omega just stepped it up. Before it was just Carl Anderson pretty much doing it. Carl was the mic guy. AJ was the leader. That's what it was. Now Kenny, I guess, I don't even know who's the leader now because Adam Cole's a part of the faction. So it's Adam Cole and Kenny. I was gonna say Kenny King, but Kenny Omega and I don't know. I guess maybe Adam Cole's the face of the Bullet Club in the States, and Kenny Omega is the face in Japan. But
I don't know. It's like they got leaders everywhere, dude. They're nationwide, bro.
Yeah, they're gonna be like the next Juggalos, man. They're gonna be identified as a gang by the FBI soon. Bullet Club.
Damn Juggalos, bastards out there.
How many Juggalos do you think have got shot in the past month due to the whole clown situation that we got going on in the States?
My answer to that, sir, would be not enough.
Sorry to any Juggalos listening. My bad.
Look, right now is not the best time to be a crazy clown. Just not the best time to be a crazy clown anywhere in any state right now. So
is that around Texas also? Is that happening?
I know last week I said I hadn't heard it here, but then I got an email from my son's school. There have been some seen around his school, which literally is
actually seen or threats?
Seen some hanging around the school during the day. And that's no. That
should
good.
be during the next presidential debate. They should ask them where they stand on the whole clown situation.
I haven't watched the debate yet.
I haven't either. It's been the shit.
And
I watched the first one and I was like, yeah, I'm good.
Put it this way, I saw the commercial for the second one, and it was like Hillary and Donald back at it again on the next debate. Yeah, I'm
it's
like
straight wrestling, dude.
I looked at my fiance and I went, "This is fucking wrestling." You realize that? She's like, "I know, but you just have to watch it." I'm like, "No, I will not watch it. I will not allow it in this fucking house. I don't want my kids watching it."
Yeah, the only difference between that and wrestling is the whole country is on the line, and in wrestling, a fake replica is on the line.
Yeah. Now, by the way, I will say whoever took the time to put the second debate to make the video of Donald Trump and Hillary singing to the Dirty Dancing song, "I've Had the Time of My Life." Just brilliant. I don't know if you've seen.
I haven't seen that.
You have to get that.
No, I did see Donald Trump constantly stalking Hillary and standing behind her like a creep. I did see that.
He's weird, dude. He's a fucking wrestler, dude. They may as well have fucking Ventura out there. Which I'm surprised he's not out there.
Well, he did host WrestleMania 4 and 5.
Yeah, and he was just on Sam Roberts, I believe, had Jesse Ventura. By the way, props to Sam and Jimmy. They made Nancy Grace walk off their show when simply asking about the fact that she inaccurately reports on wrestling. I wish I could play it. I actually have it here. They basically started off asking her, the first question Jimmy asked her was, "Do you feel that you capitalize on tragedies instead of just reporting on them?" So immediately she was on the offensive with that.
Well, as she should be, though.
Yeah.
I mean, they were coming at her neck, dude. It wasn't like they were having her on the show to like put her on a pedestal or anything.
No.
They knew what they were doing.
But she did make a fool of herself. She walked off the show about a wrestling question, not a legit a wrestling question.
Well, what would you do? You wouldn't walk off, dude? I mean, if I went there instantly, they're fucking stepping on my name. I'd be like, you know what? Fuck you guys. I'm out of here.
If a bunch of people caught me inaccurately reporting something, I would at least have the balls to go, you know what? I did fuck up. I didn't realize that those names were on that list or whatever the problem. I would at least come forward and say, yeah, I fucked up there.
Well, she did, though. She did. She did say that Diamond Dallas Page was on her show, and he confronted her, and she was wrong. She did say she was.
Well, she did.
Wrong.
He didn't she berated. She attacked him.
Right, but I'm saying on Sam Roberts' show, she finally admitted that she was wrong.
Kind of. And again, I wish I could play this audio. She didn't really say she was wrong. She said she does realize that some people shouldn't have been on that list. But they were.
That she was wrong.
She never. I mean, she's come back and said it now, but I mean, this is a few years too late. But
no, I'm talking about the Sam Roberts interview, not the original interview. I'm saying on Sam Roberts' show, she alluded to the fact that she was wrong.
You mean on this current interview?
Right.
Oh, like I said, I just listened to it before we came on this show. All she said was,
"Fuck, are you on Salvia?
No.
Are you on Salvia?
Right no. I listened to it. I heard what she said. She said some of those people should not have been on that list. She did admit to that. But, she also said, well, I'm sorry if DDP felt that way. She never said, I'm sorry I attacked him. She said, I'm sorry if he felt that he was attacked. Those were her exact words.
I don't know.
Yeah. She's trash. I'm sorry.
Oh, she is.
She's a piece of shit. She
absolutely
does exactly what they said. She capitalizes on tragedy. Her and her fucking hashtag this and that. Hashtag missing girl. Shut the fuck up.
No, she definitely is a piece of shit.
She's a piece of shit. She's trash.
Let me mention this real quick. Dana White has came out and said that CM Punk's UFC career is quote unquote probably over.
Yep, we knew that. We figured that.
How do you think CM Punk feels about this? Do you think he has any regrets as far as even approaching UFC? Because that was embarrassing, dude. I mean, that was like he didn't even get one strike in. Like his whole UFC career is him missing and getting murdered. That's what he's going to be known for.
Yeah, I'm sure he feels that. And a guy like Punk, I'm sure if he doesn't get let go, if he does get let go, I'm sure he'll wish, well, man, I wish I had one more shot, maybe to see if I could actually do something. But
right,
we talked about this. We knew it wasn't going to go well for Punk. I knew it. I mean, you have admitted you're not a huge UFC fan, but I knew it wasn't going to go well for Punk. I didn't think it was going to go that bad for Punk, but I knew it wasn't going to go good. But look, I'm sure he's a little bit embarrassed. I'm sure he feels that maybe he wishes he could get one more fight to train a little more. Maybe, but I've said before, you're comparing a guy training for 2 years to someone who dedicated their life to Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu and martial arts. There's no comparison there. Yeah. Really, there isn't. You're not going to take 2 years and be as good as I'm just going to take a guy like a Chuck Liddell who's been doing this since he could fucking walk, basically.
Tommy, what's all that noise, man? What the fuck are you doing?
It's the Xbox.
Well, do you want to not call on the show when you're playing fucking Xbox?
You're doing your Xbox? What are you playing? What you playing? What are you playing?
Jesus.
Well, me and my big mouth.
You're playing Me and My Big Mouth. Is that a game?
No, I said me and my big mouth.
Okay, back to wrestling, I guess.
Oh, fuck.
What else you got there, Shaheen?
All right. Well, little quick thing. I mean, we'll save TNA for later because there's about 14,000 things going wrong with TNA.
Okay, we can do
which
that.
is like unbelievable. Worst week ever for TNA, right? Like holy shit.
Yeah, they're having a tough time. We'll just say that. And go ahead.
One of the guys that Seth Rollins is looking forward to wrestling is Samoa Joe. I'm not sure if they've ever wrestled before. I'm pretty sure they have, probably for Ian Rotten back in like IWA Mid-South in the mid-2000s. That's another guy, Boxman. I know you're not familiar with Ian Rotten, but damn, dude. I mean, I've given, obviously John Zandig plenty of credit, Fat Frank plenty of credit for, finding talent and having a good eye for talent. But Ian Rotten is a guy that does not nearly get enough credit for how many people he discovered and how many people he had on his shows. I mean, just a quick few, just to give you an idea. Samoa Joe, Daniel Bryan, CM Punk, Seth Rollins. I mean, I could go on and on. Generico, Steen, like every single fucking guy you see that's a big deal went through Ian Rotten. You know what I mean? Chris Hero, all of those guys. Cesaro, like you name it, they went through IWA Mid-South and wrestled in front of those 40 hicks that went to every show in Tennessee or whatever bumblefuck, But Ian Rotten, man, I mean, not one of my favorites particularly. He never did anything wrong to me. I've personally never had a conversation with the guy. I've just heard a lot of rumors about him, and some not even rumors. Some cases it was people that I know, friends of mine that had ordered DVDs through him because it's a small time promotion. Like you a lot of times you have to contact the guy through Facebook and be like, dude, what's your PayPal? I'll send you $20 and mail this out. So it was a lot of scenarios like that, and unfortunately, a lot of the people never got their merchandise. So as far as that, I guess he's been a scumbag for forever. But that doesn't take away from the fact that he had a great eye for wrestling. I mean, say what you will about the guy. He's not a great wrestler himself. He bleeds like a pig. That's what he's done for 20-plus years. But, hey, he's great at finding talent. You can't deny that. And I actually feel sorry for him, and I wish the best for him because I know he's got a lot of issues with diabetes, and he's kind of going blind now. He's losing his sight. So I know he's going through hell over there. So best wishes to Ian Rotten. I know he recently lost his brother also. But, yeah, I don't know if they ever faced off in IWA Mid-South, but Seth Rollins and Samoa Joe, I would personally like to see that. I think that would be a hell of a match.
I think they have. I'm not 100% sure, but I believe they have. I'm surprised no one in our chat room is telling us. I mean, Anthony's in there. Yeah. Seth Rollins. Yeah. Samoa Joe. Yeah.
Oh, man.
So,
Still doing that.
Yes, Tommy. I'm still doing that a whole week later. Okay.
Can you guys hear this dog snoring? He's like 40 feet away, but he's loud as fuck right now. Can you hear him snoring?
I can, but I don't think anyone else outside.
I'm going to have to wake this little guy up. Millie, I'm sorry you have to wake up, sir. You're making too much fucking noise. Sir? Sir? His eyes are rolling to the back of his head like the Undertaker. Sir!
Rest in pugs.
Damn near resting. That's right. Holy shit. All right. Well, that's as good as it's going to get when you own a bunch of pugs.
Don't worry about it, dude.
Yeah.
Anthony's mad at me for the Rain Man impression.
Let me see this. Talos, I don't want to mispronounce her name, in the chat room is saying his girlfriend has invited CM Punk to their wedding because she knows that he likes him. Now let me ask you this: does your girlfriend personally know CM Punk, or is this more like a tweet to the guy?
I'd actually like to know how she addressed the invitation, because that right there is going to say whether you're getting in or not. All right.
Right. Did she call him Phil, or did she call him CM Punk? Because if you called him Phil and you don't know him, I'm sorry, sir. That dude's not going to come.
What if you called him Mr. Punk? Would that work for him, you think?
I don't know. That's a good question. Mr. Punk?
Because Mr. Brooks.
I mean, if it flows off the tongue,
yeah,
pretty nice.
I like
right?
Mr. Punk. I
Mr.
like
Punk?
that.
It's kind of like Kanye West. Like I think Mr. West sounds good. You know, Kanye West, Mr. Punk, CM Punk. it's nice.
I mean, it's respectful, but also not 100% sure what to call Mr. Punk. I think that's she contacted his agent. That's probably the smartest move. Exactly. That's a very smart move. Contacting the agent. That's the way to go. So damn, you never know. You might have Mr. Punk at your wedding. That'd be awesome, actually.
That would be pretty cool, though.
That'd be fucking awesome. Imagine CM Punk showing up, and I mean, Jesus, if CM Punk showed up at my wedding, I'd be surprised because I would never invited him. But
You'll mark out.
No, probably not.
You would.
No, not for Punk. I mean, if fucking like, let me see, if Ricky Steamboat showed up, I'd mark out like a little girl.
Yep.
I admit.
Dude, Ricky Steamboat really impressed me when he came to House of Hardcore and he cut a promo. Just because like it was his first time being in the ECW arena, I thought that was a special moment having a guy like Ricky Steamboat come in there. And I think he like told somebody to fuck off, which like really completely caught me off guard. I'm like, oh, Ricky Steamboat, what's going on here? Is it the ECW vibe? Did that kick in? Is there some demons resting from the original Sheik and Sabu days in this building that fucking caught him off guard and slipped into his body? I don't know, but
he's just a guy, dude.
It was a great promo though. It was a good time.
Maybe he's like, fuck, I'm sick of being a career babyface. Because he is. He's a career babyface. He's never been a heel.
Yeah, that's true. Never, ever. Can you name anybody else that's never been a heel? Ultimate Warrior, he's never been a heel.
I want to say Tito Santana. Am I right there? Was Tito?
Yeah. Tito was never a heel.
Yep.
Hacksaw Jim Duggan was never a heel, right?
Didn't he?
Well, I guess he was in Memphis and like
WCW, Team Canada.
He did go to Team Canada. He's right.
Okay.
As ridiculous as that was, I guess that could be considered a heel turn.
Yeah, that's fucking stupid.
Of course, I like.
All right, let's see if we can come up with 5 names. So Tito Santana, Ricky Steamboat, Ultimate Warrior.
Okay.
Trying to think. Who? Cena.
No, Cena started out as a heel.
Cena started out as a heel.
Junkyard Dog?
I don't know about that one because I don't know if maybe back when they were Mid-South or something, maybe they were doing fucking some heel gimmicks. I'm not sure.
Yeah, Anthony brings up Warrior was a heel with Sting, but he wasn't Warrior then. He he wasn't Blade. He was the other guy.
He was Blade Runner.
It was one of the Blade. I forgot the other guy. Blade and whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Junkyard Dog might have been a career babyface. I might.
Yeah, that could be true.
Maybe. And I was gonna say George the Animal Steel, but I'm wrong.
Yeah, I think he was heel. God damn.
Animal Steel was my last
Rey
guess.
Mysterio? Was Rey Mysterio heel?
Nah, he was a heel in WCW.
Filthy Animals, they were heels?
All right, Junkyard Dog was, and Anthony's making fun of me for.
Wait, hold on a second. Were the Filthy Animals actually heels? I don't recall them being heels.
Yes, in the New Blood. Yep.
Weren't they baby faces? I thought that's what they were.
Heels in a New Blood 2000. I know. Trust me.
Let me see here.
I don't know, man. I mean, were the New Blood? I don't know. I always looked at the New Blood.
Inferno was a part of it, so that's how I know.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not gonna question you, man. I know you know fucking WCW 99 to 2000 like back.
No, 2000, 2001.
Oh, I'm sorry, not 99, 2000 and 2001. The shit years are Tommy's favorite. I forgot. I'm sorry.
No, October 99 to the end.
I have
October 9th. That you said that exact day, October 9th. Okay.
Jesus Christ.
All right.
Yeah, October 9th. Yeah.
God damn it, Tommy.
October 9. Yeah. I have an article here from a website from January 2013. 8 great baby faces who never turned heel.
I don't want to. By the way, anybody calling? We're gonna start taking calls a little bit later once I kick Tommy out of here. Once he's makes enough noise to get on my nerves. Once he starts playing Xbox.
Well,
thank you very much.
I can't think of any more, so I decided to look it up.
Well, hold on. Let's give it another second. We might have
go ahead
another two.
Jerry Lynn.
Who?
Jerry Lynn.
Jerry Lynn. Wow, you actually named somebody that's not a fucking WCW nobody?
No, he was in WCW for a while. Jerry Lynn, he may be.
Yeah, he was. He was Mr. J or Mr. JL.
Mr. JL.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Jerry Lynn.
That
Didn't he turn heel in ECW though? With like the fucking the network or whatever? I don't think he did. I think I'm
was
wrong.
Cyrus in the network.
Yeah. Was that him? Was he in there?
I can't remember, dude.
Shit, I can't recall either. Damn.
We made
All right. Well, I don't know about Jerry Lynn. Let's leave him out.
All right, let me.
Amazing
far,
Red.
we got Ultimate Warrior, we got Junkyard Dog, we got Tito Santana, and Ricky Steamboat. We need one more
Well,
classic.
Anthony is also saying Junkyard Dog did turn heel when he worked for Stu, but that's Canada. So
No, it doesn't count.
In my
no.
Yep.
That does count. That does count.
That's Canada. Does Canada really
I don't give a
count?
shit. We have to take it out. We have to take it out, man.
Okay, so we're down to 4. JYD is out. I'll go with it.
We're down to 3. JYD is out.
Oh, you're
So
right.
let's add Jerry Lynn. I think we can replace JYD with Jerry Lynn. I think that's fair.
Jerry was a heel towards the end of ECW, says
God damn
Anthony. Anthony, yeah.
Oh, fuck
yeah.
Anthony, you ruined everything. God damn it.
Yeah.
All right, how about Amazing Red?
Amazing Red was a heel, I think.
Amazing Red was heel in TNA for
When
a
he
little
came
bit.
out with the SAT for a while, they were
Yeah,
heels.
he was a little bit in TNA. I've only looked.
By the way, dude, please, WWE, get him on NXT. Amazing Red
Oh.
is, pun intended, amazing.
Cruiserweight.
Please.
Get him on the cruiserweights at least.
Yes, man.
Please.
The guy's worked his ass off for fucking 20 years, man. The guy's amazing.
He's in.
One of the most underrated guys, by the way, man.
He's-
Amazing Red is just so fucking
Yeah.
fluent. And
He's
amazing.
hurt right now, but
Yeah, his ankle got fucked up. But that dude, man, that's another guy, dude.
Well,
I really want to see him
he
do well
was-
because I think he deserves it, boxing.
I
You
agree.
know what I mean? Like, dude, this guy. I'm gonna talk about the ICWA show. ICW, I should say. I didn't go to the show last night, but I just want to really quickly just give them a shout out and everything. But he was a guy that came through CZW in its original days, ICW, Jersey All Pro, Jersey Championship Wrestling, Ring of Honor, fucking killing it. And I mean fucking killing it, all capital letters, killing that shit with the SAT, man. They were fucking amazing. And it saddens me that they never really got the shot. The highest they ever got was, Ring of Honor and TNA. But WWE, I know they had some interest as far as bringing him in for the Cruiserweight tournament.
he was scheduled to go.
Yeah, dude. I would love for them to, somehow, some way, when he heals up, reach out to him and bring him in, because Amazing Red, dude, that guy deserves it.
Yeah, I would.
That never gave up, and he's fucking amazing,
Yeah,
dude.
I'd like to see
That's
him.
it. No.
Like to see him.
What about do you see Low Key going back there? I would love to see that.
No,
Why not?
he's
Attitude?
not. Yeah, he's not known to be the easiest to work with.
Yeah, I know, but I think he's mellowed out a lot over the years.
Although,
He's older. Now.
yeah,
He was
and
a-
I will say Bubba Ray was also not known as the easiest to work with. Devon was very well liked. Bubba Ray was not. So they took them back. So you know what? We've said this before. Never say never with WWE. They could take back anyone at any time.
Right.
You don't ever know. If Vince sees, oh, this could make me some money, pal. Yeah, he'll take them back. All right.
Was Coco Beware ever a heel?
Tommy Dreamer, career babyface.
That's true. It's true.
Was he?
Yes, that's actually true.
Okay.
Unfortunately.
All right, so
It's true.
we got 4.
Yeah. What about Coco Beware? Was he ever a heel?
Ooh, that might be a good one.
Maybe Memphis. He was a heel. I'm not sure. I'm not too familiar with the old school '70s Memphis, but I know he worked up there with Jerry Lawler for a while.
That's a good one. You might be right on that. We might have 5 there. And yeah, Rick Rude was a career heel. Yeah, Rick Rude always a heel. Yeah, there was no way that was gonna. The name.
Oh no, he was a babyface in ECW.
Kind of.
No, he was absolutely a babyface. When he first debuted, he was tearing down Shane Douglas, and Shane Douglas was the ultimate heel at the time because he broke Pitbull number one's fucking neck.
All right. Well, then that means Anthony is finally wrong.
Yeah, no. Rick Rude definitely came in as a babyface. Then he turned heel shortly after, but he came in as a babyface
Both
when he had the mask on.
2 people saying Coco was a heel in Memphis. Shaheen, we're still down to 4. Down to 4.
God damn it.
I know one, but I don't want to say it because I looked at the list. So
Say it then.
All right.
No,
well,
I'm gonna let Shaheen guess a few, and then we'll hit the list in a
give me
minute.
some time. I'm gonna brainstorm while we talk about some other topics, and then
Well, then let's
I'll
hit this
eventually-
list real quick, and then we'll get it done with. Here,
fuck. I really wanted to have another one. All right.
Hillbilly Jim.
Okay.
Okay, there's one. That's the only one I had seen on this list. So Hillbilly Jim, career babyface in obviously. The Killer Bees, career babyface tag team.
Ugh.
Don't even know.
Jumpin'
Brian
Jim
Blair
Brian Blair and Jim
Brunzell.
Brunzell, yeah.
Terrible.
But babyfaces all through their little career. You said Rey Mysterio. You would be correct.
Yeah. But then he says that he was a fucking heel in WCW.
Yeah, look it up. I'm not lying. It's true. The Filthy Animal, the Conan.
It said the one contention, Ray did make a brief heel-like turn in WCW when joined the Billy Kidman faction, the Filthy Animals. Whether this constitutes a true heel turn is debatable, is what it says.
See, Tommy, that's what I was saying, dude. He wasn't part of the New Blood.
Yes, he was, bro. He was working with Bischoff. I know for a fact because I've rewatched it.
I don't believe you. I don't
I'm
believe
not
you.
lying, bro.
I think you're full of
Says
shit.
it can be argued the Filthy Animals were neither heels nor faces, but rather tweeners of that era.
Right. See, that's what I was saying.
Like
I said he was part of the Filthy Animal. Tommy, you're fucking wrong, dude. Get your WCW shit right.
I'm not wrong, bro. I'm not.
You're absolutely wrong.
It also says that
All I'm
Tommy,
saying,
I'm
look
so
at people. I'm not lying.
much.
Oh, Boxman, we can't just breeze past this. Dude.
I'm not.
Boxman, he just got something wrong from WCW 2000.
I'm not lying, bro.
I'm
Tommy, we
still.
should shame Tommy right now.
I'm not lying. It's true.
You're blushing right now. You're lying.
I'm not-
I
look.
see it. I see it in your eyes.
The I do remember the Filthy Animal. They were getting more. That was the time where people liked heels more than they liked. I mean, it's kind of like now.
Yeah.
The heels were the cool guys.
Tommy, you're wrong.
So
Disco Inferno was a part of it, bro. I'm not lying.
okay, so
Wrong.
so wait a minute. So basically, you're saying because basically the Filthy Animals were sort of a DX type faction. So DX.
Bro, that's when Kidman was feuding with Hogan. That's when Kidman was brawling with Hogan. That's when it happened.
So were DX
I'm not
heels or were DX babyfaces in your opinion? To me, they were
Tweeners. They were
always.
baby faces.
To me, they were
They were baby
babyfaces.
faces and heels. Like at a certain time, they were heels. Obviously, when they were going against Austin.
Always cheered though.
Yeah, but
Always cheered.
when they were going
DX.
against Austin, though, they were heels clearly, right? Because I mean, even Austin was technically a heel because he's like beating up his boss and he's beating up all the faces and heels. Like he was
Yeah.
never, he was just all over the place.
I don't know. This is a debatable one, as it even says. It says it's
I
debatable.
got one. I got one for you.
Well, go
I
ahead.
know he was definitely a heel in like Japan and stuff, but as far as actually, I guess I could be wrong. Jimmy Snuka, was he a heel or babyface in WWF? He was always a babyface, right?
I would say Murder is the ultimate heel turn.
That is definitely true. That is. You know what? That should be the title of today. Murder is the ultimate heel turn.
I mean, and
But seriously though, was he ever a heel from a wrestling standpoint in WWF?
I can't remember, man. I can't
Anybody in
remember.
the chat room? Don't remember.
But by the way, this list is agreeing with me on Junkyard Dog.
I don't know.
They are, yeah, they are. They are basically saying that.
By the way, folks, if you're on TuneIn Radio listening, join the chat room, Mixlr, mixlr.com/THT podcast. Once again, Mixlr, it's spelled weird, MIXLR, no E.com/THT podcast.
How did we not get Bruno?
Oh, yeah.
How
Well,
the
that's like way
fuck?
time, dude. I don't fucking care.
I know, but still, that's an obvious one. It should be an obvious
true.
one. But no, I totally forgot about Bruno. So that's definitely one we should have remembered. Let's see what the number one is. Yeah, that list did this list again. This list is from 2013, and Ricky Steamboat's of course number one, who we started this list with. So, But that was it. That was the only list I saw. It was from 2013.
Wow, really? So we missed like two. We missed like Brian Blair and Jim Bronzell and fucking Hillbilly Jim.
Mm-hmm. Pretty much. I mean, we did pretty good there. Yeah. And, you know, obviously Rey Mysterio and Junkyard Dog could be arguable.
Yeah, we mentioned both, though, so we get points for that.
Yeah, so at least we touched on both, and I think we can end that segment with Tommy was fucking wrong.
No, bro, I'm not wrong.
He's so mad right now. Look at him. He's so... I wish people could see his face.
Bro, I'm not wrong. I'm not...
You see how
He's
sometimes
so
I
fucking mad right
you
now.
see how I heated up the poker and then I stuck it? You see how I did that?
Bro, I'm not lying. It's true. Don't you remember the New Blood where all the young guys heels against the old veterans, which were faces? Do you not remember that?
I flipped
Or
the
did you
switch.
fucking-
I hit the switch. See what happened?
What switch? The Seinfeld
It's been
episode.
boiling, dude. I let it marinate for 2 minutes, and you just tossed it on the grill. He's fucking
Seriously,
flaming
bro,
hot
you
right
can't
now, dude.
Discredit my good name. Seriously, bro.
Can you discredit my good name on my WCW knowledge?
Bro, I don't know why I do this, bro.
Holy shit!
This is every episode. I don't know why I do this, bro. I don't know why.
Every time we
Seriously,
have
bro. Like,
dude, bro, I don't even know why I do this, bro.
And then he hits
Bro,
me up.
why-
Can I
why-
call
how
in?
you
Can I
do
call
this,
in?
bro?
Can I call in?
don't bro me, bro.
Bro,
I'm the master of bros.
bro, can I call in,
I'm
bro?
the bro master.
Can I call in,
You're
bro?
the bro master? I don't think I ever want to be the bro master. You can have that, sir.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
Wow, this is
Back
this
me up,
the
somebody.
day.
Back me up, bro. Somebody back me up.
This is historic. Tommy's absolutely wrong on the New Blood.
I'm not wrong, bro. Back me up,
Era.
Doug. Doug,
Oh,
back me
shit.
up, bro.
Tommy
Dude,
is
you're
so
wrong.
he's
I'm
posting.
not wrong.
Tommy, instead of posting in the chat room, why don't you just voice your opinion to the
I
masses?
finally found a chat room. Thank you very much. I finally found it.
You've been in here 55 times in the last 129 shows
I found
now?
it now. I can actually stay in there now.
I think we're on 128, 129 shows now. We're up there.
I have no idea.
Yeah, we're somewhere up there. But
130, I think.
Smart brought up on the Von Erichs. I would agree. Von Erich's career, Babyfaces, definitely.
See, I don't know much about Texas wrestling. Like, I obviously know, like, Kerry Von Erich, but, like, as far as, like, world class, I never really watched too much of that stuff. Obviously, it was way before my time, and I never really...
I mean, there would be, yeah, the Von Erichs, though, were, yeah, I would agree. They were definitely career Babyface.
Wow, I'm
Each of
surprised that list missed the Von Erichs. That's pretty big one.
This was #1 from 2013, and it was from a very... do I even want to bring up the name of the web? I don't know. I'll bring up the website if you want me to.
Now, Sting did turn heel in TNA, right?
Oh, this was
WCW.
that list was from WrestleNews with a Z.com.
Oh wow, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, you know how edgy these
Oh, you
guys
dudes
must
are cool
be.
as
You know how
shit, man.
fucking edgy these guys are, bro, with the Z.
You guys are totally fucking badass with the Z.
Let me see. It's
That's fucking badass.
Oh no, there's still it's still an active website. They got pictures of Emma, brand new pictures of Emma showing off her that dude, I am
Some fat material for you.
Emma is so hot. Tommy, she's from your neck of the woods there, the old Down Under.
Well, Tommy's.
Come on,
I
bro.
know Tommy's asexual.
Don't do this
I
to
know.
me, bro. Please. Please, at least I'm going to have Disco Inferno. Please, don't say this.
You wouldn't
What's
claim
going on?
Emma, dude. If Emma was from Texas, I'd be claiming the shit out of it.
I thought you're from Boston.
Dude,
Man, if Emma was from Philly, I would be fucking buying her iPad cases every single day.
Oh, that's...
I'd like to put some cheese whiz on her, man.
Where?
It'd be fantastic.
Cheese whiz
oh
where?
shit, buying her
Cheese whiz,
iPad.
sir. Cheese
Where,
whiz.
but where would you put it? Where? That's the question.
Oh, wherever she likes, man. I'll put her on her butt crack for all I care. I don't care.
Can you believe Zack Ryder is tapping that, dude? Yes, Ryder.
Yep.
Woo woo woo.
You know it, bro.
Makes me want to cry, bro.
Well, so Tommy, let me ask you this. You said
Woo, woo,
Sting.
woo.
You said Sting turned heel in WCW.
Yes.
When
and
did
he
that
joined
happen? 'Cause I thought it was a
Luger
fake
for a
Sting.
bit, like mid '99.
No, you know what? I never
Around-
thought of Sting, but he may be. And again, barring that whole Blade Runner run. He may
It was
be
like
right there.
mid-99. It was like
Oh,
August, September.
Doug just said 1999. Jesus Christ, this room is filled with Rain Men.
I was gonna say the
Thank
same
you,
thing. I
Doug.
was gonna say
Thank
the
you,
chat
Doug.
room's filled with fucking Rain Men right now.
Thank you, bro.
Anthony, Doug, we got
Finally.
Tommy.
And no, I don't mean it's raining
are
men. Hallelujah.
I can't say shit around these dudes, man. Oh, Randy
Seriously.
Savage died in fucking 2007. No, actually, it was August 14th, 2005, and it was
Yeah.
No, it
approximately
wasn't.
9 p.m. And it actually happened in this, that, and I was like, holy shit. I
In
fucking know
yeah,
this.
Tampa. White Jeep.
Actually, the first
white,
time
yeah.
La Parka made an appearance on WCW was in 1992 and not 1995.
Dude.
Because he was technically backstage with Juventud Guerrera and Conan,
How would you know
while
that,
Conan
though?
actually faced One Man Gang that one night, and he was actually substituting for Coco Beware, and that was what, around like 8:59 p.m. that night, I think. They were doing pay-per-views for 1999 at that time, and I actually was at my grandma's house and I watched this, and then I thought, Tommy, how did you know this shit? Fucking crazy.
And I believe it
remember
was
this.
a Tuesday.
On a Tuesday.
And it was warm. All right.
Oh, man.
It was warm for that time
God
of
damn
year.
it. See? Anthony knows. May 20th, 2011 on a Friday for the Savage death. How the fuck do you know that?
I
It's
hope
not a crime to
hope
know
you
something.
just Googled
I
that.
hope
No,
they are
you-
Googling this.
Anthony, lie about it and say that you just Googled that, even though you probably did not. We'll just pretend like you Googled it. I'll pretend. I'll let that
Wow,
slide.
it was that long ago. Oh, 2011. That doesn't seem like it. Actually seems.
5 years ago.
Accurate? Actually, yeah, it seems
Oh
accurate.
no, that's definitely accurate. I remember going. I actually remember going to work that day and, yeah, hearing it on the news.
Wow, the birth of another Rain Man over here.
What? Because I remember. I
Rain Man
remember.
number
Look,
two.
Oh, I actually remember going to work that
Dude,
day.
I
and
remember
having
where I
all
was
the Dunkin'
when-
Donuts getting a coffee.
certain things are. Look, I remember where I was when 9/11 went down. I was at work.
Oh, yeah, that's fucking 9/11, not fucking wrestling.
I remember when I heard Eddie win. I know where I was. Guerrero.
I don't.
I do.
I wasn't even watching wrestling then.
Certain
That's when it was good too. It was still good
certain
then. With Eddie.
things. Certain things I do remember. You know, it's just I can relate it to certain things. But dates and shit. Fuck, dude. I don't even remember what happened on Raw the other day.
You know
See?
what? I'm probably gonna get a lot of shit for this.
Oh no!
Uh oh.
I can only imagine how much shit I'm gonna get for this because like
Don't tell me.
on the internet everybody pretends like he was always their favorite and all this bullshit, which I know it's lies.
Oh, here we go.
Not saying he wasn't a great wrestler. He was a great
no,
wrestler.
He's not gonna do it.
But one of the reasons I actually stopped watching wrestling
he's not gonna say it.
was because the top faces for WWE at the time were fucking JBL and Eddie Guerrero.
Oh come on, bro.
I had to do it. I'm sorry.
Did you
Great
not say the blood-
wrestler.
Oh,
Great. No. Let me shut the fuck up for a second. Great wrestler, not face of the company. I don't like the fact that people put him up there with legends. You know what I mean? Like fucking like Ultimate Warrior and Savage. He wasn't one of those type of guys. Come on.
I put Guerrero up there. I honestly
in my top 10.
not JBL. I look JBL, Bradshaw,
Not JBL.
whatever you want to call him. He has had a decent career, but that decent career was not technically a good. You know, he's had a good run. I'll put it that way. Eddie Guerrero.
Oh, he did have a good run.
He
I'm not
did, but
saying he-
Eddie Guerrero, I put way up there. I really do. I mean, Eddie was a former amateur wrestler, had a lot of fucking experience. Obviously, his name was a Guerrero, but he was. I really
But
think.
what does that mean, though?
I think
Boxer?
Eddie was amazing. I really think he
What
was
does that
great.
mean?
I think Eddie was great in the ring. I think he was great
All
in
right.
the ring. I think that stuff he was doing with China was some of the most entertaining shit he ever did.
Yeah.
And I loved
All right,
the,
let me-
and
let
the
me
stuff
say
he was
this.
doing with Chavo at the time. I thought was amazing, fun, and I always thought Eddie could tell a story in the ring like a lot of people couldn't, in my opinion. In
That's
my
insane.
opinion,
Eddie's in the top 10. Come on, how can you not?
Yeah, you're out of your mind, man.
No. We're
Top
not.
10 Latin superstars, yes.
No, all time.
All
He's in my
time?
top 10.
Fucking
All,
great.
all time. Yep.
Crazy.
I
All right, well, let me say this.
go ahead.
Let me say this.
State your opinion.
Anthony in the chat room is saying Eddie was WWE's face for the Latin market.
Yeah.
With
I'm not Latin.
with Rey
I'm
Mysterio,
judging
he was.
from,
Yeah.
from my standpoint.
Okay, and I'm not Latin either, but I personally always liked Eddie Guerrero. Eddie to me was I won't lie. I fucking shed a tear when Eddie died. I was a big Eddie Guerrero fan. From the lie, cheat, and steal shit he was doing with Chavo, like I mentioned, to the shit he was doing with... I mean, dude, Sasha Banks puts that guy up there as her favorite wrestler, too.
Yeah, I know. A lot of people do, which I
know.
I think a lot of it is just people just want to, do what everybody else is doing.
Nah, I always liked it. I liked Eddie back in WCW.
You don't think people put him on a pedestal after he passed away?
Oh, no. I'm not denying that, but I liked Eddie Guerrero, even mullet porn mustache Eddie Guerrero in WCW.
Yes, I did too, man. I did too. I'm not saying I didn't like Eddie Guerrero. To me, he was a mid-carder. He was never a main event guy to me.
I always felt he could be a real good main event guy and felt he was a good main event guy. Just look,
Like
my opinion.
Him and Brock was one of the last matches I watched because I was like, okay, well they're going this way. Now we got Fit Finley and Booker T and Eddie Guerrero and JBL as like the main event, and I was like, yeah.
JBL was good though.
JBL, come on.
look,
I liked the JBL Eddie feud. That was good stuff.
I thought that was horrible.
man.
I hated that JBL Eddie Guerrero feud. I really did.
Dude.
I hated it.
You must have seen a bloodbath in at Judgment Day, did you?
Yes, I
It
did.
doesn't mean anything.
I did.
So what? He fucking bladed too heavily.
That
and
match was
almost-
look. The matches were decent. They were fine. I had no problem with any of the matches. I thought the storyline was stupid. It was ridiculous. He was basically, I mean, it was a racist fucking storyline. Number one,
And he kicked all the Mexicans out of the border. That was funny.
it was horrible. I really thought it was in bad taste. The whole storyline was in bad taste. They could have brought
Of
it
course.
many different ways, but they decided to go with the easy bad taste storyline. I don't know. I never liked it, but I really did think, I personally, and Shaheen, everybody's got their opinion on Eddie. Not everyone was huge on Eddie. I do realize that, but I personally liked him as a main event guy. I thought if he did not go, he would have pass away or as early as he did, he would have continued being a main eventer. Maybe even to this day.
Block said, what do you think about the Ray stuff when it was healed?
Him and Ray?
Yeah.
That was all right. It was all right. Him and Ray became a little too over the top with their Mexican stuff. It was a little over the top. But I really thought Eddie, and let's face it, Eddie Guerrero got hurt and came back as big as Triple H. He was obviously gassed up. I'm not going to lie.
Tommy, obviously you liked all this and the whole racist Mexican thing, getting rid of all the Mexicans. You obviously like these angles because if I can recall correctly, you actually came on a show and said you wanted to see all the Japanese wrestlers deported back to Japan. So, I mean, come on.
No, you took words out of content. I said they shouldn't wrestle in the United States because it doesn't draw a dime.
Oh, you said you don't want to see them in the States.
How
Yeah, each their own.
how can you say that when you don't live in the U.S. though?
I know, right? You don't even live here.
Facts, bro. Facts.
What facts?
I read online.
How can it be
Facts
You don't
I
even
read
live here.
online? Dude, I can show you right now something online that says smoking will lengthen your life. Smoking
Yeah, Shane,
cigarettes.
take note. You're smoking right now, bro.
I am, yeah.
I can find something on.
I read that
Do you
article.
believe that smoking cigarettes can lengthen your life? Do you believe that?
I believe that.
Yes.
I read that article. That's facts, dude.
God. Oh, I read it online. I know it was true.
Bro, get back to the Eddie stuff, bro. I didn't get where all these hate was coming from.
Eddie Guerrero to me was one of the greatest superstars.
I'm
Went
just saying.
way too
I thought he
early.
was overrated.
That's
After
fine.
he died, I think he was just. It's like Biggie and Tupac. I think they're overrated. I'm sorry. I think they're
What?
overrated.
My problem.
Really?
My
Yes,
only
really. They're
problem.
Did
overrated.
you just say, oh my god, I can't believe what
I-
you just
I-
Anybody that dies pretty much
Oh.
becomes overrated.
Here's what I
automatically.
will say. I will say WWE did get really, they got icky to me because they really used Eddie's death to get Rey Mysterio the championship. They really pried at Eddie's death a lot, and I really didn't like it. I thought they exposed a part of them that it just didn't need to be. It was really gross what they did after Eddie's death. They really just, I don't know. It's hard to explain, but they really made it awkward, icky, and just.
Yeah, they try to capitalize on his death.
They really tried to capitalize on his death, and it was horrible. I hated it, and I really, truthfully, I did stop watching for a little while after that because of that. It just made me feel, I mean, you shouldn't watch wrestling and feel like you need to go take a shower.
You know what? I'll put Eddie Guerrero this way, right? He's the same way I look at Chris Jericho. Chris Jericho is great, and I think Eddie is great, but I don't see them as main eventers. You know what I mean? I don't see them. I see them as main eventers as much as I see like Daniel Bryan. Like I can see him main eventing for like a year or so, but he's not a guy that I would put up there. Like when you're going through a wrestling magazine cover that says like, top 10 fucking, not necessarily even biggest draws, but faces of the company. Like you would think of guys like Warrior, Hogan, Savage, Bret Hart, Shawn Michaels, even Cena. You don't think of like I personally, I don't think of like Daniel Bryan or Eddie Guerrero. I don't think of guys like that. I wouldn't put Chris Jericho up there either.
Well, I think Jericho, I mean, when he was a main eventer, it was at the perfect time for Jericho.
Do you see what I mean?
I do. I do.
Maybe it's because maybe I'm tainted because of the whole cruiserweight title that they gave him when they debuted in the States. You know what I mean? So maybe I always viewed them as like little guys as cruiserweights. And I know that doesn't matter now, but for the time that they were wrestling and they were the face of the company, it was hard for me to view them as, the faces of the company.
No, and I mean, I guess, but I mean, and Jericho was another guy who, when he was, I mean, got to remember, this guy was the first undisputed champion. He brought it up on Raw. That's true. He was. They definitely saw him as a major, a main eventer for that company. And at that time, Jericho was fucking white hot, dude. When he came in from WCW, I'm not going to lie. Jericho was...
Well, so they treated him, they hyped it
They
up.
did, and he was white fucking hot. That was the right time. Now, Jericho's perfect in his role. Not being a main eventer, getting over the mid-card guys to be up to the main event status. He's perfect now. I think Jericho's career has gone the way it should.
Boxman, I think it hurt Chris Jericho a lot when he won the title from Triple H. That's a role that I actually do remember. I'll be Rain Man on that because I actually remember that. I remember what he was wearing. I remember his exact tights. When he beat Triple H on Raw and they took the title back from him, I think that really, hurt him as far as his character and how much he was being pushed at the time. He kind of was like a joke, It's like, all right, well, yeah, we got a cheap pop out of the crowd, but he's not really the guy, though. It's still Triple H, And Triple H, hate him or not, as much as I hate Cena, he's a guy I would put that on that magazine cover.
Well, you have to. I mean, he's been so... I mean, he has the machine so behind him, you can't deny that. And that is a big thing. When you have that WWE machine directly pushing you every step of the way, that's a big thing, dude. That's $10 million a year. John Cena, F you, I've banged Nikki Bella money.
I would even put Taker up there. Like, let's see if we can. Are you fucking kidding me? Not Taker? Dude,
really? Not Taker. Oh, man.
Taker's a tough guy to put on a magazine cover just because of his character.
That's nothing to do with it.
When you think of WWF, you don't think of Undertaker?
No, I'm not saying that. No, I do. Absolutely. Hogan, Taker, back in those days. Yeah.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
No, I agree with.
So what are you saying?
Well, you're saying like, well, you've also mentioned like magazine covers and shit. So.
Well, yeah, I'm saying if there's a magazine cover that has to have 10 faces of WWF on there, who would you put on there? I would put Warrior. Would you agree with that?
I'll agree with Warrior.
Savage.
Okay.
I would put Hulk Hogan, obviously.
You would have to.
Dude, I mean, yeah, you can't even argue that. That's just,
you know what? Forget.
I'm not saying we have to like
Absolutely.
these guys. I'm just going by, the impact they had.
Okay, good.
All right, so we got 3 so far. John Cena. 4. Bret Hart.
Ooh.
5. Just stop it, Fox, man. Come on, dude. He carried that fucking company for 4 years.
I'm sorry, but no, I can't agree with it. I can't.
Dude,
I can't.
94 to 98. Bret Hart was in almost every main event unless he was hurt. Are you fucking kidding me
When
right
I
now?
think of WWF, I do not put Bret Hart up there. I'm sorry.
You're a hater. You're a fucking hater, man.
I'm
You
sorry.
You are straight hating right now.
I would put
There's
George
no
the
way
Animal
you-
Steel before Bret Hart. How's that?
You were just straight hating.
I'll
man.
put
You put Val Venus before Bret Hart, would you? You put Val Venus before Bret Hart.
well, not as a face of the company. No, I wouldn't do that.
You put George Steele in front of Bret Hart when
I
he wasn't
think
even
more
champion?
people would know who George the Animal Steel was from a
Correct.
picture than Bret Hart.
I'm not
Absolutely.
even gonna argue. That's a waste of breath for me to even argue that, man. That's just fucking stupid. To
Thank
say
you.
that. All right, you're welcome, I guess.
So fine, I'll put him in as 5. That's fine. I don't agree with it.
It's not
but
even a
fine.
choice, dude. It's like I know it's supposed to be opinions, but that's almost a fact. Like you can't say Bret Hart can't be on the cover. You would put George Steele on a cover. They'd be like, "What the fuck is this guy?"
George the Animal Steel.
Yeah, you have to explain. You don't have to explain Bret Hart. When you see a pink wrestler, you're like, "Oh, Bret Hart." Yeah, I know that is. He was in The Simpsons, for God's sake. When was Animal Steel in The Simpsons?
The Simpsons. Who else was in The Simpsons?
He had his own cartoon.
Nobody. You know why? Bret Hart, because he was a fucking draw.
They had their own cartoon
Seven.
back then. They did.
I'm not talking
WWF
about
had their own
Simpsons.
cartoon.
That's
They did.
everybody. Who knows that though? Everybody knows The Simpsons.
George the Animal Steel was on Scooby Doo.
Doesn't nothing to do with The Simpsons, but
There was a
Simpsons
Scooby
are
Doo
better.
with George the Animal Steel.
Is that true? I don't remember
Simpsons is
that.
better.
He was on Scooby Doo.
Mhm. I think all of them had a yeah.
Are you sure, man? I don't
Let me
recall
see.
that. And I'm a big Scooby fan.
Are you?
Scooby-Doo.
Really?
Where are you?
I don't know. I don't know about that, man. Yeah, I think you might be off on that.
Hold on. I'm typing. You keep
Googling
going.
it.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about. I know Batman was on Scooby Doo. The Globetrotters were on Scooby. I don't recall any WWF guys on Scooby Doo.
Batman.
Yeah, dude, Batman was on Scooby.
Yeah. Yeah, he was.
Batman. They had the fucking who was that genie guy? You know what I'm talking
The
about?
genie.
Aladdin.
Oh,
The genie
used to
guy.
be on Cartoon Network. Anyway,
I know.
all right,
I know,
so
but
we're-
I can't think of his name.
So we're at 5 right now. Shawn Michaels, right?
Yeah.
Yep.
I would agree with that one.
6. Okay, so we're at 6. Austin,
Oh yeah.
Yes.
7. Rock,
Yes.
8. 9. Undertaker. Would you agree with Undertaker?
Yes.
Okay, so
I
9.
guess.
10th one. We're running out of
Viper?
people. Who would you
Viper?
put on there?
Rock.
I already said Rock.
Oh, you did. I hate.
Triple H?
You probably have to put
Yeah,
Triple
we have
H. Yeah, that's exactly what I was about to say. You would
All right,
probably.
so after that, I just want to get an idea of where Eddie Guerrero and Chris Jericho would fall on your list of importance when it comes to faces of the company. So number 11. Let's see how far we can get before we have to touch Eddie Guerrero and Jericho. 11. I would put Brock Lesnar.
All right, I would do that.
Okay.
This
12.
This is where I would put at least Eddie.
I would put Mick Foley. I would put Mankind. Mick Foley, dude, come on.
I'm not denying. Listen,
Who had a bigger impact, man?
I know.
Who had a bigger impact?
but is Mick Foley the kind of guy you can sit there and talk to the casual wrestling fan and they know who he is?
Everybody knows that bump, dude. Just off that bump alone, everybody knows him. Absolutely. The casual fan knows who Mick Foley is more than Eddie Guerrero. That's undeniable. Dude, that bump, everybody knows that bump. Tooth through the nose, man. You can't get around it.
Yeah, this is going to be. See, this is all on. This would be something. This is tough because it is opinion.
Yes.
Tommy, who would you say?
Goldberg.
WWF.
WWF, you
Goldberg
say Goldberg. He had a cup of coffee that he spilled.
All right. I wasn't thinking. Say. Oh,
Well, you said
holy-
Rowdy Piper. Would you say Rowdy Piper, Mick Foley, or Chris Jericho or Guerrero?
I'd put Guerrero there. Eddie.
Me too.
I would.
Okay, so this is where we would have to disagree then. So I put Foley, you guys put Guerrero.
I personally would put Guerrero where fucking Bret Hart would be, but that's my opinion.
So you
I'll
would
put him in
put
top
him
5. I would have put Guerrero.
I would.
All right, so next one up. I'm guessing you guys are either going to use Chris Jericho or Foley for your number 13.
I would put Jericho right. You know what? I could put Foley at 13 and Jericho at 14. I could do that.
All right, Tommy.
Yeah, I put Foley. I wouldn't put Jericho in there.
All right, so basically,
you don't like Jericho at all?
No.
Oh, he's not a Jericho fan. Jericho didn't spend enough time in WCW becoming a drug addict for Tommy.
No, I don't like the guy.
He
Not a fan.
basically we switched spots as far as Foley and Guerrero.
Yeah.
That's where we disagree. All right, so next one up, I would probably have to put Razor Ramon. I know he wasn't the champion, but I think he's a guy that a lot of people would remember.
He is. And the casual fans would remember Razor. I mean, you got to remember that was the 80s, 90s, early when a lot of people were watching, whether they admit it or not.
Much more than Diesel, I think. I know Diesel was the champion, but when it comes to recognition, I think Razor Ramon definitely.
Yeah, and let's face it, if you put a picture of Nash as Diesel, everyone's going to call him Kevin Nash. No one's going to call him fucking Diesel.
Yeah. All right, so you would put Razor Ramon above Chris Jericho?
I didn't.
Because I am.
I didn't.
That's what I'm going with.
Oh, okay.
So 13.
He's gonna
Jericho,
choke on
I guess?
whatever that is.
Mm-hmm.
All
Just
right.
water. I'm sick. I can't be drinking.
All right, so 13, I would put Razor Ramon. You guys are putting Jericho. All right, well, 14, I would probably, let's go up to 15 and cut it off at there. 14, I would probably do Jimmy Snuka. I think a lot of people would remember him.
Really?
Yeah,
right.
dude. I mean, 80s.
We've got Piper in there, right?
No, we don't. Actually, I would put Piper.
I'd put
Yeah,
Piper then. I would put Piper. I think honestly, right now, I wouldn't put fucking Jimmy Snuka on anything I put out.
No, I'm not talking. Yeah, that's true, but
You know who they would know more than Snuka, that murdering guy? I'd put Piper on there.
what was that, 14?
I think that was.
Or 13?
I thought it was 15,
I
but
lost count.
No, that was definitely
that's because you
14
keep
then.
taking mine out.
Well, no, we switched.
All right.
This
You
is
guys
turned
put
to a
Eddie
funny
Guerrero where I put fucking Mick Foley.
And you know what? You'd probably have to stick Ray in there. Mysterio.
I mean, I haven't used Ray, Chris Jericho, or Eddie Guerrero, so I'd probably put Jericho.
See,
as my
I had
15.
said I wanted Jericho on my list at 14, but you didn't put him there.
No, we did. I just used Razor Ramon. You used Jericho.
See, this is getting confusing, and I need this needs to be more of a high noon episode.
There you go. All right, well, we're done with that. Let's see what else we got here. Bill Goldberg has been added to several more upcoming WWE Raw shows.
Yes.
Yes.
I'm supposed to be there tomorrow. Thoughts on this? What do you expect Goldberg to announce? Obviously, is it the whole Brock thing? Do you think that's happening? Is he going to stick
It's
around
happening.
for a while? Is he going until WrestleMania and quitting and getting placed in the Hall of Fame? Thoughts?
That probably will be what happens. I definitely see him he'll definitely do this match with Brock at Survivor Series.
It's a given.
Stick around to WrestleMania. I don't know about that one, but
I think it would only make sense. Have a WrestleMania match and then get put in the Hall of Fame.
it would. I guess that's probably the best way to do it. I don't know. Tommy, I do have one question for you.
Yes.
You're all for bring
ahead.
back the Attitude Era, rah.
If Val Venus came out, I would mark out if Val Venus.
So
or
they
Bloodline
bring
came
back
out.
the Spirit Squad. What do you think, Tommy? Attitude Era, Spirit
What's Spirit
Squad.
When was the Spirit Squad around? When was that? I wasn't watching in 06. And they're not Attitude Era, so why you tell me a dumb
Well, the
question?
Attitude Era stopped. It's very blurred as when the Attitude Era stopped.
when the name WWF stopped and they went to WWE. That's when it stopped.
I'm not sure about all that.
Yes.
All right, so they bring back. Oh Jesus, Tommy, you don't know what you want. Goldberg's coming back. Does anyone really think this match is going to be fucking amazing?
Who cares if the match is amazing?
I think it'll actually be good.
I hope, because the last time these two got in a ring, there was shit in the ring, I think.
Yeah, but that's why it'll be good though, because they have, their head is on the guillotine. Like they have to do the right thing.
Okay, but
they have to win a match. Otherwise, it's going to be a shit fest.
But Goldberg is also how old?
50.
Goldberg
He has to throw a couple punches and a gore. It's not. He doesn't.
He's a 49-year-old guy in the ring right now, dude. By the time, let's see, in December, he will be 50. Right after Christmas, December 27th. So, almost 50-year-old man. People, it's funny. I remember when Taker was coming out, I don't want to see a 50-year-old guy in the ring, when doing this and that. But Goldberg comes back and everyone's like, oh, fucking Goldberg. I can't wait to see him in the ring. This is another 50-year-old man coming back to do maybe one match. But I don't know. I'm not flipping out. I mean, yeah, it's going to be good, but I mean,
they're desperate.
It'll be interesting to watch.
They're desperate.
Will it? I don't think it's going to. Okay, Tommy, I heard you the first 3 times. I don't think that I don't think that it's going to be a good match, but I think they're really grasping here. But we'll see what happens. Maybe Goldberg will just say, fuck it, this is probably going to be my last match, and I don't care what happens to me.
Yeah.
What do you think, Shaheen?
I don't really fucking care about it.
I think Tommy thinks they're desperate, but that's just my opinion.
They are desperate.
See?
They're at the bottom of the barrel. They need something big to happen, and that's why they're going for Goldberg.
But you just said...
I don't really care about it, but I think it's going to be a good match. Is it going to be a huge draw? Probably not.
I think it'll be more of a...
People are going to think it's Ryback coming back. For the
I think
part.
you know what? I think it's funny you just said. I think it'll be a better draw than a match.
That's what I'm saying.
I think people actually do want to see this, but I think it'll draw more, and I don't think it's going to deliver as much. I don't think they are expecting them to deliver as much as, I don't know. Brock may go out there and kill the motherfucker. Who knows?
I don't know, man. I do think they're going to step it up and actually have a good match. The last time they were both leaving the company, so it was like, whatever, we don't care. And it was really shitty of them, because as professionals, they should have gone out, bowing to the fans and giving them a great fucking match, not leaving a shit fest in the middle of the ring.
Yeah.
This time around, Brock Lesnar is with good standing as far as being with the company. Goldberg is just coming back, so he's going to want to impress them. So I think they're going to try harder, obviously.
I guess we'll find out. We'll see what happens. He will be on Raw coming up tomorrow, so we'll find out tomorrow what's going to happen.
I only hope...
Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying it'll ever be a great match, because let's face it, when have you ever seen a good Goldberg match? Never. Really.
Never.
Like, expect what he's done in the past.
Tommy's speechless. Tommy.
What? All right, Steiner, Goldberg...
No.
Full Brawl 2000.
No.
That was a good match.
No.
Yes.
Tommy, I hate to break this to you. Goldberg isn't a good wrestler. He's a good entertainer.
When you say your good wrestling matches are different than other people's good wrestling matches, right?
Because you don't understand... Tommy, let me explain. Goldberg is very popular. He's a very big guy. He was booked very well in the beginning when he was debuted in WCW, but Goldberg is not a good wrestler. He is...
Who cares? You don't have to be a good wrestler. It's not based on being a good wrestler.
It's called wrestling, Tommy.
Yeah, it's kind of called wrestling.
If this was called talking, I would completely agree with you. But it is... The word in the name of the title of the show is wrestling.
It's like being an accountant and not being able to count to 10.
Right. Or, yeah, it's literally, yeah. It's...
Why you gotta mess with me for, bro?
I'm not. I'm just trying to get you to understand that the word wrestling is in the title for a reason.
And that's why I don't watch it. So as soon as I found out Goldberg's come back, all right, I'm gonna see what's gonna happen.
Every time
That's got
you
my
say
interest.
you don't watch it, you sit here and tell us what's going on. You realize that, right?
Do you know when you go to 4-1 Mania and you read the review and the recap?
I have never been
That's
to
what I do.
4-1
And that's what
Mania.
Disco Inferno does too.
I've been to
Just to put that out
4-1-1
there for
Mania.
everybody.
Never 4-1 Mania, though.
411mania.com.
One, I don't think we ever read those articles, and two, I don't think we ever do something because Disco Inferno does.
No, I read the reviews because I don't want to watch the show.
I mean, no, I do read
Does
every
that,
now and then.
Does that make sense to you?
No.
Does that make sense to you? You don't watch something, but you read the review. Like, why even? I don't
This
understand.
But
is-
that's not
listen,
what everybody's talking
Listen,
about. So,
there
you
was
know?
a guy.
But you're not watching it, so what does it make sense to know what they're talking about if you're not watching
Have you ever heard,
I watched a YouTube clip.
Tommy,
10 moments.
have you ever
Like a
heard
minute.
these words? Man, that deal really looked good on paper. You ever heard those words? On paper? Things don't always come on paper the way they come on.
Can you repeat that, bro?
television.
Can you repeat that again, please? Repeat that
Yeah,
sentence.
sometimes shit sounds good when they write it out and it comes out as a shit fest.
Yeah.
That's what he said.
Yeah, basically. Sometimes things just look better when they're read, and then you watch it and you're like, damn, that's actually fucking really good. Or, wow, that actually sucked. Who the fuck wrote that? Who
You,
signed
Vince
off
Russo.
on that?
No.
Good example. Who the fuck wrote that? Vince Russo.
Who the fuck signed off on that? Well, pal.
Oh,
Yeah, like again, bro. See, you gotta go there, don't you?
What? Tell me what's wrong, Tommy.
All I'm saying about this Goldberg thing is, I just hope they know how to like make it interesting. Like they don't like the build is good. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
Like they used to be good to build, but they don't know how to
Ex-
do a story anymore.
Exactly. So,
What?
you're hoping for probably isn't going to happen.
See what I mean? Why do you get people interested?
Tommy,
this company.
you just
This goddamn
said
company.
you just
God,
said
stop
they
it.
don't know how to build a storyline anymore. Now you're flipping out at me for agreeing with you. Holy fuck! Take your meds, dude.
I'm not saying you. I'm saying this damn company. I'm saying like they don't know how to do anything right.
Shaheen, help me. Shaheen,
I can't.
help me. Help me, please.
Seriously, bro. Why?
I don't know. I just want everyone to remember this is a 49-year-old man coming back who hasn't been in a ring 12 years now? Am I
It's
12 years?
Well-
12 years. 12 years. Okay. 12 years. Not in a ring. This isn't The Rock who is in ring shape every day of the year. This is not The Rock. This is Goldberg, who, I'm not going to lie, the guy's still in shape, but he has not been in a ring in 12 years.
Well, I guess we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then we'll talk about it. But just came in. Linda McMahon apparently donated $6 million to Trump's presidential run.
Oh god. Again, this idiot. We're gonna talk about this Trump now. Really, seriously.
So
He's
yeah,
moron.
buy more replica belts off of WWEshop.com and she'll donate more to Trump. Fucking much.
Trump.
Well, I'm not running this year, so
Mars.
we have to dump this money somewhere, don't we, Vince?
Yeah. Yeah.
We can't just
Alright.
keep it, can we?
Alrighty. Alright.
6 million. My God, I could use a third of that.
That's true. I think we all could.
Yeah, I could use it. A third of that. That'd give me a nice down payment on a house. I could use a house that I'm not renting. That'd be nice. Anyway, what do you got, Shaheen?
We got something else. A real man by the name of Bret Hart.
Who?
Bret Hart.
Bret who?
Fucking legend.
Bret Hart. Oh, that's right. He realized. Oh, that's right. He remembered the other day he had a niece that still worked for WWE. Right. Go ahead. Right.
Well, he issued an apology to Michael Hayes, Triple H, and Seth Rollins because he's a real man and he realized he was wrong. And I did say he was wrong. This is where I disagreed with Bret Hart. And salute to Bret Hart for coming out there and issuing this apology. And I said
Good job, Mark Carano, calling Bret Hart, reminding him Natty worked there, and telling him he better write an apology or else. I'm sure that's how it went down. I don't think Bret would do this on his own. Sorry.
Is this all right? This is what he said. A real man saying this. I'd like to take this opportunity to formally apologize to Michael Hayes. A while back, I made comments about the Freebirds not being as worthy of being in the WWE Hall of Fame as others. It was unfair to me to dismiss their contribution to the industry, and they certainly did great things in Texas with the Von Erich family. What a great man right here.
Can I ask you something?
Michael Hayes always...
Stop right there.
Hold on a second.
Real quick. Does this sound like words Bret Hart would use to you?
Absolutely. It sounds...
Oh, really? This does?
Like words of a
This doesn't
wise
sound like it
Canadian
was
man.
copy and pasted from an email from WWE
It's coming straight
headquarters.
from Canada.
You are snowblind, my friend. Go ahead.
Damn Canucks.
Another Canadian may have helped him out on this. Maybe Drake wrote the lyrics out. Michael Hayes has always treated me with great respect, as did Terry Gordy, Ron Garvin, and Buddy Roberts. And I'm sorry if I disrespected any of them with my comments. Furthermore, I apologize to both Triple H and Seth Rollins for any harmful comments I made on my podcast. The reality of all of this is the reason I quit doing podcasts in general, because they're, for the most part, an outlet for negativity. This is a great fucking man right here. You see this? You see this? This takes balls right here, son. This takes balls. Coming out there and saying, you know what, I'm fucking wrong.
You say balls, I say he cowered down like a little bitch. How's that? You say something, you fucking stand by it. You don't.
What if you're wrong? You just stand by shit you just said when you
said
were
it.
wrong?
It doesn't
Oh, okay.
matter anymore. If you, dude, I'm telling you now, this was WWE written. I have no doubt in my mind.
He just wants that check, man. It's not written by WWE,
Exactly.
but he wants that
He
check.
wants the check.
Yeah,
He doesn't
well, life
believe
is
any
about
of
a
this.
check,
He
man.
doesn't
You don't want a
believe.
check? I want my check. You don't want a check?
If he believe, you know what? If I said something and I believe in what I said, take your check and stick it up your ass.
Well, maybe he didn't believe in what he said. Maybe he realized he was wrong.
then he shouldn't
You don't
have
want a
said
check? I want a check. You don't want a check, son?
Of course I would
You want a
want
check?
one, but if I said something they didn't approve of and I believed in it, then I would fucking stand by it and say, take your check and shove it up your ass. How much could that fucking check be? Not much. You're Bret Hart. Come on, go out there and make some fucking money, dude, with your name.
Anthony just put out a picture of Bill Goldberg. Dude, he looks sick. He looks like CM Punk.
Let me see here. I'm pulling it up.
See this? He looks like CM Punk. He looks ill. Jesus
Are you sure that's not
Christ.
Gilbert?
Kind of looks like
Are you sure
Gilbert.
that's not dude?
Oh, I actually saw this earlier. Kevin Owens continues to be the greatest man in professional wrestling.
Now we
you
can-
put this out. There's a picture of a mom with a sign up that says, "I love my son, but I love Rollins even more." This is a waste of life right here. So what he did is he went out on Twitter and said, "Dear awful mother of Edmonton," or whatever the fuck. "Please send me your child. I shall adopt him and raise him properly. Thank you. Oh, also, you're an idiot."
Yeah.
This isn't even being him savage. He's speaking the truth. She is a fucking idiot.
That'd be Edmonton, Alberta, Canada.
Whatever. We're not Canadian.
No, but I watched Rookie Blue a few weeks ago.
Oh, I'm sure you did. You know what? Another great thing about Canada is Bret fucking Hart. Yeah?
The Raptors. No, you suck.
This gimmick is getting old, Shaheen.
Dude, I fucking love Bret Hart.
I don't.
He's on my wall right now.
I don't know.
got a fucking
He wants to
thing
marry.
that I did on.
He wants to marry Bret Hart. You want to
I
marry him?
really believe.
No, but I think he's one of the fucking greatest.
I
out
really think those words were not Bret Hart's words. He is not that eloquent in his speaking. I'm sorry.
there. Dude, he's not connected with WWE anymore. It doesn't matter.
Really?
I don't think he wrote that. No, he's not connected with them, dude. He shits on them all the time.
Yet they still put out those. They still make money off of those action figures, don't they? And I'm
Yeah,
sure
why?
he does
Because
too.
there's fans. They fucking sell.
And I'm sure he does too.
What?
Right. Okay. Those words are not Bret Hart's. I'm sorry. You can argue with me till
agree to
till
disagree.
tomorrow.
All right,
let's wait till
Is it
tomorrow.
TNA time?
No, Hideo Itami confirms injury. I feel fucking horrible.
This guy. Oh, dude, just
Christ, man.
bye. I'm sorry.
Dude, it seems like a lot of these new NXT signings are just having terrible luck. You remember Sami Zayn threw out his shoulder, fucking debuting?
Finn.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. Finn Balor title gets
The NXT
fucked.
curse. The curse of NXT.
Now this guy, he hasn't even made it to the main roster yet. I can imagine if he was around, they'd probably bring him to Raw maybe sooner than later and put him in that cruiserweight
Maybe.
thing.
Maybe, but I really...
But see, I don't know. Maybe they won't even put him in that because if you notice, like Neville's been gone forever, right?
Mhm.
So like I don't know if they're trying to do something with Neville, but I'd like to
been
see him
back.
in the cruiserweight.
Neville has been back a couple matches already.
Okay.
He has. You just haven't watched. Neville's been back. And you know, Tommy said the NXT curse. There isn't one. Tell Kevin Owens there's an NXT curse. Tell Sasha
I
Banks.
call that because everybody gets injured, bro.
Tell Sasha Banks.
Like,
Tell
3 dudes
Charlotte.
got injured, bro.
Look, it's bad luck when some of them do get injured, but no. A lot of them have come out, and, I mean, Kevin Owens right out of NXT was the man and still is.
Okay, you say
Sasha Banks kicking ass right out of Bailey kicking ass out of
so.
NXT.
Sasha Baron, oh my god.
Charlotte kicking ass out of NXT. Alexa, I just want to see her ass more.
Dude, I haven't been watching TNA, but I just read Matt Hardy's tweets. This guy is fucking amazing.
Oh, Matt Hardy is definitely amazing.
The best thing in wrestling today.
He is.
Did you see the tag team Apocalypto thing that he's doing?
Yes, I did.
This is amazing. Is this a thing? This is real?
I guess according to they're doing like a whole decay,
Like a
delete
tag
or
team
decay
invasion?
thing, and like a DVD, and they're doing a whole thing with Matt Hardy, dude. This guy is TNA right now. I hate to say it.
Well, I'm talking about. Is this like a pay-per-view or something? That's what I'm getting out of this.
It's feel like an impact. I think they're gonna tape an impact.
Yeah.
At the compound.
Special
And
impact.
it says, this is his tweet. It says, "I've had a grand vision, an open invitational tag team #Apocalypto match at total nonstop deletion." Now, is that a DVD that they're putting out, or is that just Impact?
It's going to be
It's
an
gonna
impact.
be an impact. Apparently,
So when is this?
December.
They're
saying.
thinking it's going to be probably
December?
their last show.
Oh wow.
Maybe.
It says every tag team in history is welcome. He put out another tweet saying, "This is amazing."
I know. Go.
Invited in all capitals. If Meek Mahan, what the fuck? Dude?
Meek Mahan.
I know, but the way he spelled it.
McMahon. It's fucking gold, bro.
If Meek Mahan allows the Day of New to appear at Total Nonstop Deletion as Apocalypto, I'll make an appearance on Meek Mahan's show. So like he wants to go to. I would love to see this actually. If yeah, please, dude, let New Day do a TNA appearance, buy the company out, and bring Matt Hardy on Raw. That's what you mean.
The
All
bad
right,
thing
the Young
is
Bucks put out,
we would never
the
get.
Young Bucks are.
No, go ahead. Go.
The Young Bucks are apparently involved with this too. They put out a tweet saying, "We love to come say hello, but please don't call us Max or Jeremy." I don't get that reference, but he says they're invited, so maybe we'll see the Young Bucks in TNA. And he said, "I will appear at Ring of Honor in return, I guess as the Broken Matt Hardy, which will be interesting."
That's the problem. You wouldn't get broken Matt Hardy on WWE right now.
But you don't have that. What I'm saying though, like the way if you were saying this is towards December, and this is their last show,
could be.
Maybe WWE's buying them out, dude. And then if they're possibly airing Ring of Honor also, you can actually see this happen because they would all be on the network.
I have 3.4 million reasons WWE will not buy them out right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
No, but the library though.
The library maybe, but TNA itself is in a lot of trouble.
Oh yeah, they're fucked.
They're in a lot of trouble.
They're absolutely fucked. Let me ask you this though before we move on to TNA. This is like the big thing that's going on in wrestling, and I'll be a fucking party pooper again. James Ellsworth. I'm not a big fan, dude. I'm sorry.
I don't even know who it is.
I don't see it.
I like the
I
guy.
see his face.
I like the guy, and I
don't see it, and I don't get it.
I like this
Like,
guy.
I guess it was cool to see him like come back, but like, come on, dude.
It's a cartoon character.
This is out of hand.
No, I really like the guy. I think he's cool. It's not out of hand, dude. It's not.
Want to see this guy become champion?
I don't think it's going to happen. So
No. Do you want to see that happen?
I don't think it will.
No. Do you want to see that happen?
Yes or no? Simple question, bro.
It wouldn't bother.
You're answering me like fucking
no.
Tom right now. Man.
No.
All right. Good. All right. So we agree with that.
But I don't mind watching him doing what he's doing right now. I think it's fine.
So you think he's gonna get pinned on SmackDown against AJ?
Of course.
All right. Good. All right. Well, hopefully.
Yeah. I mean, anything's possible, but I don't see it. He does have a lot of steam right now, dude. He's got a lot of steam.
What about this whole Matt Hardy thing with him wanting to buy TNA? That's a joke?
You mean
right?
Billy Corgan?
Probably.
No. Matt Hardy put out a tweet saying he wants to buy TNA.
Ooh. I would.
I hope he does, and he makes TNA because apparently they're gonna tape a whole episode at his compound.
Right.
Yep.
Like, dude, if they just fucking do TNA at his house at all the time, it would be amazing.
That'd be awesome. That would be awesome.
That would be great,
That would
but
be awesome.
there is so much. There's so much TNA stuff right now, and I'm. The main thing is the fact that this company owes $3.4 million in debt, including taxes.
Yeah, horrible, man, horrible.
Tennessee legally they filed a tax lien. They can literally take this company. If this company gets sold, guess who gets their $3.4 million first?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, they're fucked, dude. Not only that, also Billy Corgan. He's apparently suing them and saying that there's fraud involved.
Mm-hmm.
So not only do they owe $3.4 million, they're getting sued by one of their main investors right now. And also, it just came out that they had their lowest viewership ever since moving to Pop TV?
Yeah.
TV. So lowest viewership, $3.4 million in debt, getting fucking sued by the guy that kept it going for the past few months. Dixie will not let it go. Yeah, they're fucked, man.
Yeah, they really are. Here it says, recently the company received quite a bit of emergency cash to air Bound for Glory, but apparently that was only to pay the production costs for the show. May not have been enough to pay talent. Rumor is there is a lot of talent right now that is owed back money. PW Insider has revealed various other parties are also owed, but the grand total of what they're saying is $3.4 million. So not everyone is going to get, but Shaheen, go ahead. Oh, you'll be right back. Okay.
No. But I mean, yeah, it's gonna be pretty insane. But also, did you know that that Pop TV almost actually pulled their episode last week because of some kind of like music copyright issues? Did you know about that?
No, I didn't.
Yeah, dude, they're getting hit with everything, like copyright issues, fucking Billy Corgan suing them, Dixie's having heart attacks, not literally.
Billy Corgan,
$0.4 million in debt.
Rumor is
WWE doesn't buy them.
Yeah.
December might end.
And rumor is Billy Corgan has like a restraining order against Surge and Dixie.
This company's gone.
Yeah, get into that, please.
That's all I don't have much on that, but that's what I read this morning. Billy Corgan is. I really feel bad for this guy because I think he could make a difference for this company, but this company is in such a financial downfall. Or I'm sorry,
It's over. Let's face it.
this company has
It's
well.
It's over. I say it's over.
Look, they could listen. This company seems to find every sucker out there, and somehow pull themselves out of the fucking basket. I don't see it happening. $3.4 million is a buttload of debt. If somebody was smart, they would take this company, bankrupt it, and start it over. Maybe that's what Billy Corgan is planning to do. If he's smart, he will just take this company, tank it, bankrupt it, start over, Revolution Pro, or selling. Oh, okay. I'm sorry. The restraining order is to prevent Dixie from selling the company. So basically, there's an order to do that. Okay. So basically, right now, Dixie can't sell. Now I know they've got this big company, Aerolux, that's also kind of a main investor with Billy Corgan. So I don't know, man. I know TNA is in dire straits right now.
In the depths of hell at the moment.
Basically, if you brought up TNA and said, I've got good news for you and bad news for you, there would be no good news. You would have to skip the good news. There is no good news for TNA right now. They are all bad news. On top of that, Ric Flair thinks that Ric Flair said on his podcast that he thinks Dixie purposely leaked information that WWE was interested in buying it in order to try to jack up the price of the company. So nobody is believing a word Dixie is saying right now, which is not surprising.
But I mean, WWE put that that survey out.
They did.
Saying would be interested in TNA and Ring of Honor. But that happened after Dixie put out that statement, right?
Yeah, it did.
So maybe WWE actually never was interested. In fact, Ric Flair is probably right, and Dixie just put that out to try to jack up the price. And then maybe WWE realized, oh, like all the internet is like blowing up with this news.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe there is some interest. Let's put out a survey and see if they're actually interested. And then they probably found out that they're $3.4 million in debt, and they're like, yeah, fuck that.
Yeah, I mean, you're not. So basically, you're not even selling a company. You're selling a debt.
Right. Yeah.
So
you're selling your life away.
So let's say this company is worth $4 million. Let's just say, and we all know I'm throwing out numbers. I'm just saying.
More than WCW.
Company's worth exactly. That's the scary part.
Yeah.
But in today's economy, it might actually be worth more than WCW at this point in today's economy. But $4 million. But there's a $3.4 million debt. What are you getting for $4 million? Nothing.
Nothing.
You're getting nothing. After you pay the debt, plus, I'll bet this is not a public company, so I'll bet this isn't even all of it. I wouldn't at all doubt if we hear more wrestlers are owed, more companies are owed. This probably isn't all of it. If it not being a public company, definitely they can hide a lot more than a WWE could. So, I don't know, man. I really think that they are I don't even get Pop TV anymore, so I'm not going to be watching TNA, but
you're not missing much.
Wow. Well, I was watching it and enjoying it. I was enjoying the Drew Galloway EC3 stuff. I was enjoying I don't even like Mike Bennett, but his stuff was getting good in TNA. Obviously the Matt Hardy stuff is excellent.
That's the only
You
good
were
thing.
just praising the show 2 weeks ago, Tommy.
Yeah, that was like a month ago. I
No,
think.
it was 2
I was
weeks
saying
ago.
it was-
I could
no,
pull it up for you.
I wasn't on. I wasn't here. Was I here 2 weeks ago? No, I can't remember.
Apparently so.
No, it's terrible. Let's face it. I skip all the stuff and just watch the Hardy stuff. That's
Where
the
the
good stuff.
fuck is my gun? Jesus Christ.
I'm just saying, bro. My God, I can't even change my opinion. Seriously, bro.
I feel
Boxman, let me throw out another thought out here, okay?
Holy moly.
I got no more news, so this is all you now, dude.
All right, let me put this out there. Do you think this is a possibility? Because I mean, possibly like TNA can be repossessed and they'll lose everything and that's it, right?
Pretty much that's what repossess is a tough word. Yeah. Basically, it would be. Yeah, go ahead.
Well, they'll have to pay their debt.
It's a fair enough word, so I shouldn't have said anything. Yes, I'll agree. Yes, let's go. Let's rewind.
Okay. What do you think about WWE coming in and say? And you're saying TNA might actually be worth $4 million right now, okay? So let's say WWE just comes out and says, okay, you guys are about $4 million in debt, 3.4 to obviously what is it, Tennessee or whatever the fuck they're at, and the rest maybe to wrestlers, maybe to producers, whatever. Maybe they're $4 million in debt. What do you think about WWE just coming in and just paying their debt off and just taking the company? They don't make any money. They just wipe their hands clean because they were going to lose everything anyway. But at least if they give it to WWE, they can continue it.
Which is
versus just losing it.
Right, which is sort of what ECW kind of did, in a way, back in the day. Kind of. You know,
Dude, Billy Corgan,
I want him to get it.
I'm like pissed at the guy on the inside because I'm like, dude, you could have saved ECW.
He could have.
You realize that?
He could have.
You
Yeah, but he's probably worth more now, and I don't know. There may have been what year was that though?
01?
2001.
So WWE already had an interest in ECW
but
at that time.
He had first shot, dude, because he was making appearances in ECW in like 99 or 2000. He was in talks with them for a while.
Maybe he thought he'd be an idiot to go up against WWE. That's possible. I don't know.
You wouldn't even have to go against.
I would love to talk to him and ask what really happened during that time.
But he wouldn't even have to go against them though. Like Paul Heyman wasn't trying to go against WWE. He knew what ECW was.
His music career.
Of course, it could grow, but he knows he would. Paul Heyman never would have gone and done Monday Night Wars with Raw.
No,
you know, he knew better.
No, he definitely knew better. I don't know.
Realistically, I think Billy Corgan could have helped out ECW, and that probably would have been a much better investment.
He was also
Maybe ECW was around now.
He was probably focusing on his music at that time. That was when he was huge, wasn't it?
Yeah, but he wanted to buy ECW.
I don't know.
He was interested. He's always been a mark, man. He's
yeah.
loved wrestling. It's like,
yeah.
What is it? He owns that one thing, that one company, Resistance Pro,
Resistance or Revolution?
Yeah,
I
one
get
of those.
confused.
I don't know. One of them is in the UK, and the other one's in Chicago.
Mm-hmm.
He owns the one in Chicago, from what I can recall.
And I remember when he had one show, and that show supposedly was fucking great. From what I read about it, I wasn't there, but
I don't know. But before we wrap this up, if anybody wants to call in real quick, 469-206-4466. Once again, if you want to call in, 469-206-4466. By the way, J-Cat will be on the show next week. There was a football game he wanted to watch this week, so we'll reschedule for next week. I know he loves his 49ers, so next week we'll have J-Cat on. We'll probably do a Wednesday show, I think.
Yeah. We're going to try to use Hangouts next week?
Sure, why not?
Yeah, we're going to...
We'll probably do it at 10 o'clock. I think 9:30 I'll be just getting home. So let's shoot for like 10 o'clock next week. Yeah, that said, I think we're gonna
do Wednesday?
We're gonna have Anthony. Yeah, Wednesday we can do 10 o'clock.
Yeah, because I'm not going to be around this weekend.
Yeah, we can do 10 o'clock for Wednesday.
Nice. Wednesday.
It's fine.
Wednesday. Good. We won't have that much either because there's no pay-per-view this week. Holy shit. And the phones are working. I'm happy.
What phones?
We're actually able to take calls.
Oh, I can't. I'm hanging up on them and I'm calling. I'm adding them to the line.
Which is why we're even gonna have a new number come Wednesday. We'll get that out to everybody in the next few days here, next couple of days.
Also, really quickly, big shout out to Chunky Larry from Geeks of the Industry. We did the Powies last year. I think we presented the Tag Team of the Year, which happened to be New Day. This year, we're also going to appear on the Powies again, alongside with probably Solid Monster, Wrestling Soup, some other guys. Jay Lethal doing some things for him last year. So it's a cool show, man. Definitely check that out. Mega Powers Radio, geeksoftheindustry.com. You can check that out on iTunes. It's going to be coming out towards the end of the year, so check us out on there. And check his shows out. He puts a lot of time into the production. That dude, when you listen to the podcast, it's like listening to like a movie almost. He puts a lot of time into that shit, man. So shout out to him. He's definitely a good dude. But we got Anthony on the line. What's going on, dude?
What's going on, man?
Same old, man. Did we miss anything as far as wrestling topics? Anything you want to bring up?
I'm trying to think. You guys hit all the big points.
Yeah, and you know what? Surprisingly, we didn't even go over Raw, No Mercy, or SmackDown. We just talked some random shit.
Yeah, it's easier.
Yeah, it's a lot easier.
I can't remember what happened a fucking week ago. Crazy.
Right.
Fuck that.
Plus, to be honest with you, dude, I pretty much just, like I said, I stopped watching. So, like, if we don't go over those, it'll probably be better.
Then
I'll still catch it here and there, but
we need to talk more Lucha Underground, bro.
We do. And there was actually a new picture of Paige, and she looks fine, dude.
Yeah.
It just came out. She looks fine.
Where?
I'll post it on the page. You can check it out on facebook.com/group/THT podcast. And I'll also share it in the chat room right now.
I am going to Facebook.
Yeah, check it out.
Even though I am in the chat.
There you go. Anthony, the Acid Cup is next week.
Yeah.
It's going to be happening at the 2300 Arena, a.k.a. or FKA, the ECW Arena. It's going to be at 2300 Swanson Street. If you want to check that out, I will be up there. Anthony will be up there. Pretty much a lot of people from the page will be up there. It'll be a nice little gathering. Game Changer, first show at the arena. I actually did an art piece on Trent Acid, which I got printed today, so I'll be donating that to the show. I think it'll be like a raffle prize, and all the proceeds will be donated to his family, hopefully. But yeah, I mean, I'm hoping this show happens. So far, so good. I'm hearing Teddy Hart might not be coming in already.
He should be there. Zandig came out of hype it on his Facebook page.
I don't know, man. I talked to one of the owners, and I don't know. I don't want to put it out there that he's not coming in, but I mean, ICW did a show last night. Apparently, their last show, which I'll talk about in a second. And Teddy Hart was supposed to be having a match against Matt Tremont, against Trevor Lee, and Homicide. It was supposed to be a 4-way. And Teddy Hart, apparently they never provided him with the airplane ticket or something like that.
Wow.
Obviously, he's not going to drive from Texas, which I think he's in Texas now. He's not in Canada.
Yeah.
But, yeah, so I don't know, man. I'm a little worried about Teddy Hart being at the show, which, to me, the finals, now let me know what you think the finals should be. But to me, I think when you're doing a Trent Acid Cup, the finals should have been Teddy Hart versus Homicide.
I can see that.
Because both those guys, they worked with Trent, in Jersey All Pro, CZW. And also, I mean, I know you're not too familiar with Jersey All Pro, but Homicide and Teddy Hart had like a blood feud in Jersey All Pro that carried out through the Indies in the mid 2000s. And to kind of recap that, I think would be really cool if they capitalize on that opportunity. If he actually comes out and they do Teddy Hart versus Homicide, I think that's probably the best bet. But I just hope they don't do some stupid shit like like no offense to those guys, but like Arcadia versus like Z-Bar or some shit in the finals. And it's like, I don't really know, man. I'm not really down with this. Would have rather had Homicide in the finals, but I don't know. Who do you want to see in the finals?
I wouldn't be mad with that finals. I mean, Teddy Hart and Homicide, but for some reason my gut is telling me they're going to try to push somebody new, give somebody that rub. I don't necessarily agree with that, but I think they're going to get somebody new to rub, like a new guy that's going to be around long term for the company.
Yeah, but I just think this is not the show to do that though. Like this is not a show to further any storylines or anything like that. Like if you're doing a tribute show, you should put on a show where the finals actually, resemble Trent Acid or those times, and pretty much one of the only guys that work with him was, Homicide and Teddy Hart a little bit in Jersey All Pro in some tag matches. But like, guys like Smiley or Joey Janela, which I wouldn't even mind if Joey Janela goes to the finals, because he like I've said before on the show like a year ago, he reminds me of Trent Acid a lot. I think if anything, he could be the Trent Acid of this generation because he can do it all. That's like pretty much what Trent Acid did. Janela, I wouldn't mind seeing in the finals, maybe even against like Homicide. I think that'd be cool. Homicide and Janela. That's a little bit of a not necessarily like a dream match, but it's a match that hasn't happened. I think it would be cool to capitalize on that and get the first one. Other than that, I don't know, man. There's not too many guys I want to see in the finals other than Teddy Hart, Janela, and fucking Homicide. I think B-Boy is cool. Maybe like B-Boy versus Janela or B-Boy versus Homicide. Any combination of those matches would be pretty decent. But do you see Janela going to the finals?
I see him making it to the semis, but I don't know. I don't think he's going to make it to the finals.
Really?
No.
See, I think Janela might be the one. Because he's, like you said, he's in there for the long run. He very similar to Trent Acid. I think he was a fan of Tran Acid. I think a lot of those guys respect him enough to put him in the finals. That's a guy I can see there. But what were you saying about Zandig putting out a statement? I haven't seen this. Do you have this in front of you, or can you like kind of recap this?
I can pull it up real quick. But basically, he had strep throat, so he wanted to cut a promo, like do like a Facebook Live deal to cut a promo on it. But he basically was hyping up the show next week.
So he's gonna be there.
He said he's gonna be there, come hella high, pain or not. Yeah, he said he's gonna be there.
All right. Is that the last one? Did he say anything about him?
No.
Like, is he?
No. He basically just said, I got strep throat. Fuck, I can't cut the promo that I wanted to cut for you. I love Trent, blah, blah, blah. Be there at the 2300 Arena next week. And he ran down all the matches, which is why you kind of caught me off guard with the Teddy Hart not being there, because he specifically named Teddy Hart as being there.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying he's not going to be there, but I've heard that they're not going to fly him out if he's not going to be able to work, you know, because he was hurt at the Jersey All Pro show. He was supposed to wrestle at Jersey All Pro. And, you know, he basically, like, listening to J-Cat's show, he basically just fucking did, like, an autograph signing. And his ankle was fucked up and shit. So, like, people aren't going to want to fly you out to do an autograph signing, you know?
Yeah. Yeah, no, in all due respect to that, it's like Teddy Hart's not the draw like that where he's going to, like,
it's not a draw. Like, we love Teddy, but it's not like, you know, it's not like you're bringing in Bret Hart. And I'm not saying that, like, you know, whatever, but
it's just reality.
Yeah, you're not bringing in, like, one of the big guys. Like, he was at GCW, you know, we saw him. There wasn't a line. It was, you know, just went up to the dude. I gave the dude a fucking blunt. And that's, like, how not crowded it was, you know, where I feel comfortable to pull out a blunt and give it to the guy. There's literally nobody there, so it's not.
But that's pretty insane that he came out for a show where he's literally in front of 70 to 80 people. But yeah. That's he came out for that, but he ain't gonna come out for another one potentially.
Well, I mean, I think he's hurt. I think that's the whole thing. I think he's hurt, and I think that's why they don't want to fly him out, because it's not worth the investment to pay the guy, give him hotel, and pay for the hotel fees for having a cat in there, and, you know, all this. You got to take all that into consideration. And they're already a couple grand deep just from renting the arena. You know what I mean? That arena is no fucking joke, dude. They're not doing a show at the fucking back alley, you know?
Yeah.
You know what the arena looks like now, dude. They're charging big bucks. I know, you know, DJ threw out some numbers, a couple grand on our show, and that was like, 2 years ago. Look at what they've done since then. If you don't think they had to put a down payment of fucking, like, and pay for it, like, $5 grand for that fucking building, dude, that's big money.
Yeah, that's insane to think.
Yeah, and they got 26 wrestlers they have to pay on this show. That's a lot of fucking money, dude. And they're doing donations and all. Like, I don't know where the money's coming from.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
I mean, I'm gonna be there. I hope the show goes well, because obviously as a wrestling fan, I want to see the show go well. I like the company. I like the shows they've put on. I don't know. I just hope it happens and it draws a good crowd, because I'd like to see them continue doing shows in Philly. It's easier for me to go to the arena, even though I don't like the arena. It's easier for me to go there than go to, you know, Howell, New Jersey, or Rahway, or anywhere else. I'd prefer not to go to New Jersey because it's further for me. But I don't know. I hope they draw a good crowd. But here's a couple matches. They have like 4 or 5 matches. In the first round, it's going to be Joey Janela versus Travis Gordon versus Prince Ali, who was in the Cruiserweights tournament, versus Teddy Hart. So right off the bat, it's either going to be Teddy Hart or Joey Janela. Fuck. See, like that? See? They're fucking up, man. Like,
Yeah.
if I was running this tournament, I'd have Joey Janela versus Teddy Hart as the semifinals. Isn't that a match you would want to see?
Oh yeah, definitely. But I got
Look,
yeah,
and then whoever wins that match is going to be facing the winner of DJ Z from TNA versus Smiley versus Laredo Kid, whoever that is, versus Ken Broadway. So I'm guessing DJ Z or Smiley. So, like, either you're going to get DJ Z or Smiley against Teddy Hart, or DJ Z or Smiley against Joey Janela. Why not just switch that around so you get Teddy Hart and Joey Janela in the semifinals?
Yeah, true. But Smiley's winning that match just because DJ he's a team. He's not sticking around, so he's out in the first round.
All right, so potentially we're going to get Smiley versus Teddy Hart or Smiley versus Joey Janela. I'd rather just see Joey Janela versus Teddy Hart. Just my On the other side of the tournament, you got Homicide versus B-Boy versus Human Tornado versus Arcadia. I know, Boxman, you obviously know Human Tornado.
Yeah, I like that guy.
Yeah, he'll be
It'd be
back.
cool to see him again, man.
I don't care about him, dude. I don't want to see that guy. Homicide and B-Boy. Why are they in the same match in the first round? Why not have them in the semifinals? You see what I'm saying, though? Like, wouldn't you want to see Homicide versus B-Boy in the semifinals and see Teddy Hart and Joey Janela in the semifinals? Have fucking Teddy Hart beat Joey Janela, have Homicide beat B-Boy, Homicide versus Teddy Hart finals. That's a perfect fucking tournament. And it's all backwards.
Best guess is when they put these brackets together, they didn't really have forethought to think of it, to lay it out the way you are.
Dude, I literally didn't give this any thought. I just pulled the fucking card up and I'm just looking at it and just switched around 4 names. Come on.
No.
Come on.
Just kind of put it
the
together.
next matches. Listen to this. I love Pinky Sanchez. Pinky Sanchez versus Drew Blood versus Matt McIntosh versus Steve Scott. Why would you put Homicide and B-Boy, 2 of the main draws, in the same match and eliminate one of those guys just off the bat, only to go against either Pinky Sanchez, Drew Blood, Matt McIntosh, or Steve Scott? Why? Why would you do that? I mean, clearly, I guess it's Homicide going to the finals from this bracket, because I don't see any other name that's like that really pops out at me. You know what, though? I think Homicide may be a little hurt, so maybe B-Boy will, take him out, and he'll go to the finals.
Oh, good.
But from this side, as far as I can see, it's either going to be Homicide or B-Boy. From the other side, it's going to be Smiley or Joey Janela, or Teddy Hart if he shows up. So we might get Homicide and Teddy Hart, which will be cool. I'm cool with Joey Janela and Homicide. Smiley versus Homicide is not... It's going to be a good match, but I don't really want to see that. We can see that at any other show. That shouldn't be in the finals. So as far as that, who do you think is going to be in the finals from the matches I just read?
Let me see. It would be cool. I don't think it's going to happen, but it'd actually be cool to see possibly maybe a Janela Homicide match somewhere out of that.
Yeah. That was going to be my second choice. Janela versus Homicide. My first choice is Teddy Hart versus Homicide. I think that's probably their best bet. But they also have Kyle the Beast, the GCW champion. I like that guy. He's going to be going against Masada, which is it'll be a good match, but it's just random. Like, why even bring Masada out to the arena when you can't have any bloody matches? Masada is known for fucking sticking skewers in people's heads. That's what people are going to expect when they come to this show. They're not going to get that. It's weird. But it is what it is. Is that a match you were looking forward to? Masada and Kyle the Beast?
In this building, no. Just because, like you said, they're going to be limited. I mean, Masada's a good wrestler. I mean, I want to put that out there. He can wrestle. He's not just a pure blood and guts guy, even though that's kind of what he's become known for. But people are going to want blood and guts out of this match, and they're not going to get it. So, yeah, I'm not saying it's going to be a bad match, but expectations are going to be extremely low for it.
Yeah, and I think it's going to be a good match, but it's just not going to be your typical Masada match. And then the last match is a 4-way, which again, why have 8 extra wrestlers when it's not even necessary? They could have done just fucking the Hit Squad against Blackout, and that would have been fine. And they could have cut 4 people from payroll.
Yeah.
You got the Hit Squad versus Private Party versus Nation of Intoxication versus the Blackout. I'm going with the Hit Squad, obviously. They should definitely be at the Acid Cup. But just too many people, man. There's just way too many people on the show.
Yeah. I mean, you love Trent. You love Trent Acid. I love him, but I just think they're kind of overestimate. All due respect to the guy, rest in peace, but they're overestimating the guy's legacy in terms of like the kind of crowd they're going to draw. They're not going to draw a big crowd for this show.
Well, I think their issue is that they're depending on the fans to just share the ads, and people are just going to show up. And you know as well as I do, like when they do shows at the arena, like it automatically, a good portion of the crowd just goes to the show because it's at the arena. But I think they're depending on that way too much. And it is cool though. They're bringing out some like NXT people from the Cruiserweight tournament. You know, pretty much all the top guys from the Indies. I think Chris Dickinson is a guy that could possibly replace Teddy Hart if they pay him that $50 that he was asking. But who knows?
Now, not to sound like a dick here, but do you think since he's technically a TV guy, that DJZ probably would be one of the highest paid guys on the show?
Probably.
I know it's fun to make fun of TNA, but the guy still technically is on national TV every week.
I mean, I think the highest paid guys. I mean, I don't know the business at all. I'm just guessing. This is all just pure speculation. DJZ probably, Teddy Hart. I'm guessing Homicide. B-Boy lives in California. I don't know how the fuck they're bringing him out. That's it. Yeah, B-Boy, Homicide, and obviously the Hit Squad. And Masada. Masada isn't cheap. I mean, you're bringing this guy from Texas. So, I don't know. They got a lot of people coming from different states, dude. I don't know where this money's coming from. But it's going to be a good show. Definitely going to be a good show.
Hopefully it comes together. No have no bullshit announcements a day before.
Yeah, please. Please. And obviously ICW was in Queens, New York at the Elks Lodge, their last show. ICW has been around forever, since the late 90s. One of the first companies that put out guys like the SAT, Amazing Red, Homicide, all those guys. And last night was Joey Janela versus Sabu Box, man. A dream match for me.
And you weren't there.
I wasn't there. I wasn't willing to drive like 4 hours to New York. It was too much, right? I couldn't do it.
I figured you would have gone just for that, dude.
No, I mean, I definitely wanted to see it. Yeah, Janela versus Sabu. That's a match I need to see. They also had Matt Tremont versus Homicide versus TNA's Trevor Lee, which I heard it was a really good match. And originally, like I said, Teddy Hart was supposed to be in that match too. He wasn't there. But how familiar are any of you familiar with the Dirty Rotten Scoundrel?
Yeah.
Great.
I haven't seen it in years, but I remember.
Great movie.
Yeah. There you
Steve
go.
Martin.
They
good movie. Good movie.
They apparently retired last night at ICW, and I was actually a big fan of them, man. I think DRS was an underrated team. I was a fan of them when they came to CZW, USA Pro, and Jersey All Pro. I think they were killing shit back then, man. Christopher Street Connection, like, you know, they were doing the gay gimmick. DRS, you had the Hit Squad, you had obviously, you know, Cashmere and Trent Acid. Those were one of like the good tag teams from back then, and that would have been cool to see their last match. But so that was definitely like one of the shows that I'll probably regret missing. It seemed like it was a good fucking show. And Sammy Callahan was supposed to face Low Key, which I don't know if that happened or not, but that would have been a fucking crazy match. Low Key and Sammy Callahan. I mean, talk about stiff. That'll be fucking.
I'm sure
amazing.
They'll put out a DVD or something for you.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, from what I hear, yeah, they went out with a bang because they brought out like all of the heavy hitters. They had Gertner and Styles on commentary.
Oh yeah, dude. Yeah, that's gonna be fucking really nice hearing you know, Styles and fucking Gertner commentating the match between Janela and Sabu. That's fucking.
Yeah, apparently, they haven't worked together on commentary because Gertner had put it out. This will be the first time they worked together since ECW days, so like 15, 16
That sounds
years.
amazing right there.
Yeah, and also they had a lot of people at the show. Perry Saturn was there, Shane Douglas, Kevin Sullivan was there. I think Sandman was there. Fucking Justin Credible, like a bunch of Raven was there. A bunch of ECW guys, a bunch of guys from Jersey All Pro, all the indie guys. Like it was a cool like reunion for like, you know, early 2000s, late 90s, kind of like the Northeast, you know, core group of indie / ECW leftover guys. It was cool. It's kind of like what you would have seen, you know, at a USA Pro, one of those like huge fucking super fast supercard shows from, you know, 2001, where you would have like the, you know, ECW guys mixing it up with the Homicides and the Low Keys, and it's cool, man. It's a cool mixture of guys.
Yeah, and poor Perry, man, he's got some pretty bad things going on, some brain damage and stuff. There is a on our Facebook page, there is I think is it a Kickstarter or a GoFundMe? I forget. GoFundMe. Chris Jericho has even donated. God damn, Chris
Class
act. He's a class
Chris
act.
Jericho is like the patron saint of pro wrestlers. If you are a pro wrestler and you have an ailment, Chris Jericho will donate to your cause.
And he'll put it.
I'm
He
not
will.
even making fun. He's a good dude, but I just think it's like that's like his new gimmick now. You know, away from wrestling, whatever.
Whatever. He's a class act. I like Jericho. He's a good guy, obviously.
Yeah, he helped out Axel Rotten, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's
Axel Ryan, he helped out Rico.
Mhm.
Nice.
Pretty much everybody.
All
What
right.
else you got, man? Or is that time to
I got nothing else.
time
man.
to wrap it up, B?
Yeah, time to wrap this bitch up, I believe. Join us next Wednesday. I think we're going to be doing a show at 10 p.m. Eastern time right here on Mixlr.com/THT podcast. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher Radio, Google Play, TuneIn Radio, as well as YouTube. Check us out on WrestlingSoup.com. They have our episodes archived on there as well. Check them out Thursday nights, 9:30 p.m. Eastern time, WrestlingSoup.com. blogtalkradio.com/Yakuza for JCat. Yakuza Kick Radio every Wednesday. Check him out. And with that said, thanks for listening, and hope you enjoyed. Peace.
Yeah, what he said, people. See y'all Wednesday, 10 o'clock Eastern, right?
Yes, sir.
Done. Later.
If you don't know what to do with yourself.
Packer, that's my good man. Time to kick back, take some beers, and smoke some weed.